Dang it.
I don't even know what your new username is.
It's one kitty cat.
Oh. All-Star Gamer Gal is not All-Star Gamer Gal anymore.
Sorry, folks.
Now they...
Okay, it worked. I signed in. Luckily, because it connected to Facebook. That's why I like having Facebook, because it can connect to like Twitch or like whatever app I'm using, like Pokemon Go. If I forget my username and password, because I have so many different usernames and passwords.
Yeah, because it's like literally everywhere. What was I gonna say? Oh, I hope Rob still calls you Gal, even though you don't have Gal in your name.
I know. I like that nickname. Watch him just call me like one.
Yeah, one.
Hey, one. Number one.
Number one.
Number one. I can't go to your thing. Wait.
Yeah, I've been streaming for a minute, so you should be able to find me once you're able to log in.
It's loading. There. Wait. Oh, there's an ad. Dang it, ads.
Oh, my mic's picking you up. Should not be doing that.
You should turn your camera off so that it shows on stream.
Okay, here, hold on.
I'll bring my mic closer so that it sounds a little better.
Sounds
there it
like
is.
Way better. Here, okay, I'll turn my camera off on Skype.
Okay.
I'll swap it over to this one. So I think I just have to go into the properties and say disable enable. Deactivate and activate. There we go. Alright, cool. We're gonna play Famicom Detective Club, the girl who stands behind. The real mystery is what is she standing behind, and that's what we're gonna find out. I don't know anything about these games other than they are visual novels.
Well, they might be great.
And I know their genres, and that's it. I literally don't know anything about the story or the characters. I know that it's from the NES era, which is very interesting.
Oh.
Because Famicom is the Japanese name for NES, essentially. Short for Family Computer, because they were trying to compete with computers at the time. So they had to sort of market it as a computer, even though it was essentially a game console. And I think there was a couple of early things where you could do like calculators and stuff on the NES. Use it for like some basic programming or something like that. But it's not a computer. It's a video game console. That's why it's all gray and not fun looking in America, but in Japan it looks like a fun interactive video game console. So anyway, this might as well just be the Nintendo Entertainment System Detective Club. I'll always be your #1 fan. Congrats on your affiliation once again. Let's have fun with more visual novels. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah! Yeah! Okay.
I accidentally did it a little bit backwards. I sent it in the chat when it was supposed to be with the little prime thing, but like I said, I've got the technology knowledge of a caveman, so I accidentally did it in the chat thing, the chat box.
I knew it was coming. So thank you. Thank you very much.
Hi.
I'm sorry it's a 1 month streak. It's because I haven't streamed for like a month.
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Wow, 8 months. Have you been an affiliate for 8 months now, or?
Oh yeah, it's been a while. Like, but I just haven't streamed that much as an affiliate. I remember it was like a hard push to become one.
Wow.
But oh yeah, you can tell in the lower right-hand corner, it's copyright 1989, which is right there in the NES era. So.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, like you were saying, this is NES, but my attention's kind of it's kind of hard to focus right now because of reasons. So I've been trying to like listen to you, but yeah.
Well,
ADHD is kind of just tweaking out. Famicom Detective Club. So this has been out for a while, but it was released on the NES and now for the Switch, correct? That's what you said?
I'm assuming, yeah. I'm assuming it was released on in Japan only. That's why it's Famicom and not Nintendo Entertainment System Detective Club.
Oh.
So this is probably a Japan-only visual novel NES game, although back then it was probably less visual novel and more like you walk over to a person and you get a little text box and they're like a little 16 by 16 pixel. So, I don't know. I haven't even, like I said, I know so little about this game. I don't even know what it looks like in its original form. So,
Was Famicom is Famicom the other name for the NES, but in Japan, or is it like a totally different company altogether? Seems like they're affiliated.
Famicom is the Nintendo Entertainment System.
For Japan.
It's
right?
just the Japan version of it.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Looks pretty.
Like I said, NES is short for, Famicom is short for Family Computer.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. Hey, did you find him? Oh yeah, there's Japanese in here too. So, which I kind of like it when it's not English voice acting, because it won't feel redundant when I voice act it. It always feels weird to me when it tells you the text and then they also say the words as well. And then if I were to voice act after a voice actor went, it just doesn't feel right.
Right. So they're not voice acting this. This is just like kind of random, things that they say in the background, and then you voice act the actual text, kind of like what was it? Kind of like Ace Attorney, where they say like "hold it" or something, or is it like they speak in Japanese and you're translating it into English with the text box?
That's a great question. If I knew enough Japanese, I'd be able to tell you, and I'd also need more than one text box to figure that out for sure. Because so one of the things a lot of games do is like a lot of the main story text will be voice acted, and then a lot of the like sort of side flavor text, like interviewing people, stuff that's maybe not super important, won't be.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I'm wondering if it's one of those. It could also be that characters make generic noises or say generic phrases and they're not actually saying what's on the screen. You know what I mean?
Yeah, also kind of like when they gasp and they go, oh no. Kind of.
Yeah, like it'll be
I
like,
like
oh
that.
no, and then like the statement that they're saying will be something that has a similar feeling to like, oh no, right?
Right, yeah.
So could be that. I literally have no idea. I don't speak Japanese. I barely can read any of it, so.
We're gonna have to do that someday when we visit Japan. Also, people in chat who are coming to watch, I apologize. I tend to, I guess, interrupt and ask a lot of questions even before things have started, as you can see here. So I'm gonna try my best to let Blake do his thing since it's his channel. And
Oh, don't worry. Don't worry. Nobody's here.
oh, people will come, I'm sure.
Yeah, I think we'll probably get a couple of drop-ins, but this game is probably not popular at all. I have no idea. We shall see. Hey, did you find him? Yeah, nadada. Oh, sorry. No, not yet. But he said like yeah or whatever, which is a very sounds almost like an accented way to say no, because it's like ie, right?
Yeah, it's EA.
But he was like yeah.
Yeah, it's probably a dialect somewhere in Japan.
Yeah, it might be like nah or something. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
No, not yet. I think that's the main character. Some men were chasing me. Oh no, gotta hide. Yeah, it's you. His name is you. No, that's just I think it's referring to me.
That's actually the name of a character from Persona 4. His name is like you, but it's YU, and it's like Naji something. I don't remember what his last name was.
I like the so far I like the movement of it and like the scenes, because like Ace Attorney feels very lazy when you're not doing like very specific scenes. Ace Attorney is a lot of like repeated motions over and over and over and over and over again.
Yeah, it's kind of choppy as well. This is more, it seems, fluid so far. I mean, from what we've seen, which is kind of not much.
Mm-hmm. But this could just be the intro where they animated a little bit more, right? Like in the Ace Attorneys, right. They usually have intros too, so maybe this is setting the bar a little high. I don't know.
We'll have to see.
Oh, there you are. You found me. I jumped out of the bushes. Well, yeah, that'll make him find you. Hey kid, get back here. There we go.
No, Gumshoe.
They're after him.
Transcends the different detective games.
Yeah. Oh, whoops. Hey there, what's the matter? Hey kid, why'd you run away? Oh, and there's...
This looks so much like Persona 4, or like reminds me so much of Persona 4, just like off the bat.
Yeah, I like how like their shoulders are moving, but it's clearly they like took the anime image and they're like morphed it a little bit to make it look like they're breathing.
What do you mean?
You can kind of see the lines stretch a little bit because they just took like the image and they used some sort of thing to like morph the image to make it look like they're doing like a breathing thing.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like their shoulders moving is supposed to make it look like they're breathing, I thought.
Right,
Like,
no, exactly. But what they did was they took like the image of their shoulder and then they did some sort of morph effect to make it move up and down.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
So they're literally stretching. So they have it like this and they're stretching it and going up and down like that.
That's true. And if you look at like the actual silhouette, you can see their like face and neck moving up and down as well. Like,
Right.
in most
So
of the shoulders.
if you look, I can't really point at it easily on the stream here. Look at the guy's shoulder on the right.
Mm-hmm.
See how he has like a little clip or something on it?
Yes.
That is also stretching with his breathing.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah. So that's what I mean by like they're literally just taking the image and they're stretching it. Because that wouldn't stretch if you were breathing. That doesn't make any sense. But
Yeah.
it's just the effect they're using. I think it looks pretty good for the most part. But
I think it looks good too, especially for something that's like remastered, you know?
I really like that they're like actually making movements and stuff. It's just I'm gonna compare it to Ace Attorney until like the end until the ends of time because that's like my that and like 999 are like my reference for this sort of stuff. So
Right.
but yeah. All we did was ask your name, sir. Got Meekins and Gumshoe. What did he do? Who might you be? You know this boy. Not exactly, but... This kid was wandering around late at night. When we tried to speak with him, he ran off, sir. I got used to voice acting. It's so weird. Oh, hey, punk. You're coming with us, pal. Coming down to the station.
Don't forget to drink water.
Hold on a second. If you don't mind, I can take it from here. Nani? I like how he's like, Nani? Which is like what, but it says excuse me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's just because of like context, you know? Sometimes words could be used like interchangeably.
Yeah, for sure. Excuse me, who do you think you are? Oh, wait a minute, aren't you? Something doesn't seem right, so I want to hear what he has to say. Is that okay with you two? I wonder if they're going to have, like, cell phones and stuff. Because it's 1989 times.
Oh, do you think that they tried to
Modernize it? Oh, I hope they didn't. I really want this to be like a late 80s Japanese setting. Yeah, that'd be
like a
awesome.
blast from the past, like they just kept it in time.
Yeah, I love it because like Ippo's like that too. When I read Ippo, it's in like the 80s.
Oh, the character from Persona 4 I was thinking about, his name is Yu Narukami.
Okay, is that Persona 4?
Yeah, it's Persona 4, and this like just reminds me so much of it already.
I know,
With all the
like,
characters and the kid.
yeah, I know like just the tiniest little eensy bit about Persona 2 and 3, zero about 4, and quite a bit about 5.
The kids in Persona 4 are supposed to be my age. They were 17 when, or like 18. So they were like 17 and 18 when I was 17 and 18. So around 2011, 2012.
Okay.
So they're like 27 years old now. It's kind of weird to think about.
They need to put those games on Switch so I can play them.
Yeah.
They won't, but...
I think you would like Persona 4.
So, like, Persona's a spin-off of Shin Megami Tensei. Shin Megami... Huh?
I was just agreeing with you, yeah. I remember reading about that too and you telling me about it.
So Shin Megami Tensei is on Nintendo platforms. Persona games are on PlayStation platforms. And then spin-offs of Persona games, so a spin-off of a spin-off, are on Nintendo platforms. So it's
What the heck?
It's very weird the way that they have that worked out with Atlus. I'm assuming Atlus has some sort of contract with Sony where they have exclusively like the main Persona games on there or something.
Yeah, that does seem a little strange.
Yeah. So very weird. I don't know why. There's a new Shin Megami Tensei game that they announced, I think, at E3, or they showed more about on E3 that's coming to the Switch.
Oh, nice.
And there's also one of those like Warriors games of Persona on the Switch. Like Hyrule Warriors or Samurai Warriors or the other one.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Dynasty Warriors, yeah. All the same exact game basically, but just rehashed with different costumes and stuff. Anyway, something doesn't seem right. So I want to hear what he has to say. Is that okay with you too? If you say so, Soul. We know you can handle the kid. Please go right ahead. Huh? Whoa, they evaporated. Wow.
That. Oh.
It's just a weird effect. It was like a little slanty slash effect that made him disappear.
Yeah, I saw it. I was like, you're like, they evaporated. And I was like, are you talking about the cop? Because I saw like one of the cops disappear from the side. But the Twitch stream is behind the Skype call, so that's why I was like waiting for it to show up.
Yeah. Thanks so much. No need to thank me. You look thirsty. Why don't we get something to drink? It's on me. Huh?
It's in my bladder.
We went to a small coffee shop.
In my bladder.
What?
Because he's like, the drink is on me. It's literally in him?
In me.
I'm just being stupid.
Okay, so you're looking for your long lost parents. Oh, I'm an orphan man. Okay.
Orphan child.
Can I ask why?
Why would you want to search for your long lost parents? Because they're his parents and he's a kid?
Get it. You don't want to talk about it anyways. I like the motion and I like the scenes and stuff. This is still we're in the intro, but it's doing a good job.
I think that they're transitioning to more of the maybe possibly more of this gameplay.
Maybe.
So I like how it looks too a lot.
Yeah, there was a person that walked by and that looks like a cute little diner thing that I'd want to go to maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Eats are a little scuffy, but what's your plan? Do you have a place to stay? Oh, there we go. There's the gameplay right there. Do we want to think, look, or talk? Oh, you can't see it behind my thing. Should I move my camera over?
Maybe just temporarily so I can see it.
Let's see.
Think something or talk. Think be silent or talk. Is that what it is?
Think, look, and talk.
I feel like this is one of those things where it's like you have to get a certain answer correct in order to not necessarily move forward with the game, but like get something that'll help you on your journey as opposed to not. Because like, you know, with these kind of games, you can increase stats depending on what you say. So I'm thinking it might be good to look it up just in case. But I would say think.
With visual novels, it's very rarely like the fact that it's like a novel is essentially like you're reading a story. So usually you can't deviate too much from the story, so I'm not really I'm not too worried, I should say, about like missing something, or it could be wrong, but I don't know.
Isn't Danganronpa considered a visual novel?
I think so, yeah.
They still have, you know, scenes where in Danganronpa, depending on who you talk to, like who the classmates that you talk to, you can get like stat increases for the bullet. It was like the bullet game or whatever, where you're trying to figure out who the killer is in the courtroom, the class trial. So I'm thinking this might still be the same because a lot of these visual novels do have mechanics like that. So that's why I don't want to accidentally steer you in the wrong direction if I choose one. I would say think personally, but
yeah, I was thinking about think. I don't know what any of these do yet. The game probably won't punish me at the very beginning, I'm assuming, before I even know what anything does. But then again, this is a game from the late 80s, so you never know, because there were some pretty crazy games around then that did things that were way out of convention for now, so.
And it was the 80s.
It was the 80s.
Do you think you can move your camera back?
Oh, sure. Sorry about that here.
Thank you.
Okay. That better?
2 heads on one, kind of like that one guy. I mean, that works too.
Yeah.
I was thinking, you know, that one guy that had like the double forehead from the police lineup.
Yeah, jeez.
Big brain guy.
That guy had a huge head. Alright. Who is this guy? Oh, look, you can think again. I will think more. Who is this guy? Okay, yeah, so it's not gonna... I'll look around. Oh, we can look at the surroundings, we can look at the man. Let's look at the surroundings and see if it shifts the scene over.
Ooh, sure.
It's a small coffee shop. Okay, did not help. Let's look at the dude. The man is quite handsome, probably in his 30s, which is like ancient for Japanese. Alright, let's talk about him.
Old man Sama.
Ji-sama. You can trust me, kid. I understand if you don't, though. Oh, I have to talk about myself to move on. Let's go. Okay, so you're 15, just graduated from middle school, currently a runaway. How am I doing so far? Oh, is he a detective? Can I work for him?
Yeah.
Oh, that's why the police would know who he is.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, maybe I'll work for like a detective guy. That'd be interesting. Who is this guy? Let's talk about myself, I guess? I feel like I'm sitting across from a younger me. I decided to talk to you because I wanted to help you. I know we've only just met, but if you need to stay somewhere, why don't you come over to my place for now? He seems nice, and also it's fully voice acted, as far as I can tell.
Yeah. You're just providing the translations for us. How very kind of you.
Like, bruh, he's still just... Can I do anything but... Man is quite handsome, probably. Yeah, so it looks like I just have to keep hitting talk about myself, and he'll just keep explaining my backstory to me.
Exposition.
You really remind me of myself when I was your age. Interesting. What am I supposed to do? Who is this guy? Let's look at the surroundings again. Small coffee shop. Oh, okay, so I have to ask about him, I guess.
I like his hair.
I'm sorry, but you are... I'm Shunsuke Utsugi, private detective. Shunsuke. Is that a girl behind us the whole time? Anyway. Whoa, a detective? I'm just a regular guy, what do you say? I won't force you. Yeah, she's taking her order back there.
Oh, that's cool that they did that. Little details make it look nice.
Talk about
I like the coloring and the lighting of the game.
Yeah,
so
me too.
far.
No need to be polite, it's up to you. Oh, probably have to think now, right?
Probably.
He seems to know the police and doesn't seem suspicious. Plus, it's not like I have anywhere else to go. Okay, that sounds good, thanks. Right, let's get going. Oh, hold on. Oh, soda. I can't do it.
You're really good at having that deep Japanese male voice.
Yeah, that's what, whenever I learn to speak Japanese, I'll always speak like down here.
Whenever I've like
Japanese
spoken
voice.
Japanese, I was learning, I would speak a little bit higher, not because it was intentional, but I don't know. It kind of like when you speak in a different language, your voice will change. Kind of like how when you speak in Spanish, your voice goes a little bit higher. I've noticed. Not yours, but like you personally. But I just mean like people's voices in general. I've noticed.
Oh, I haven't noticed that. I don't even know your name. Famicom Detective Club Missing Air. Check if save data already exists. I mean, it doesn't, but sure. Knock yourself out, game.
I like to save. Like I'm the type of person when I play a game, I save all the time, just in case something, doesn't save like I intended it to, and because you don't know when the next save point will be. So I'm just like save.
I'm just gonna say Blake. I'm gonna say my last name is Blake because it's Japan, so it's backwards. So they'll call me by my last name. So they'll call me Blake.
It would be last name Blake. See, I remembered not to give out any personal information this time.
I don't care. Alright.
What? You cared last time?
Enter your first name. Oh, well, that's easy. That's Lieutenant. Obviously.
That's great. Yeah, because it's like the police too, so it's, you know, like commander, lieutenant,
Yeah.
that sort of thing.
Lieutenant Blake.
I love it.
Are you happy with this name, Lieutenant Blake? Yep.
That's perfect. I'm just gonna call you lieutenant throughout the whole thing.
I'm Lieutenant Blake. Hey, I get to play myself, a 15-year-old Japanese boy. Just what I always wanted.
That's great.
Great, let's go, Lieutenant. No, you're supposed to call me Blake. Because it's my last name, and it's Japanese. Don't tell me they swapped him. Because it's...
They did.
Ah!
Didn't they say his name was, Utsugi, wasn't that his last name?
Yeah.
Calling him that by his last name?
Yeah, they are. It says
Oh,
Utsugi
no.
it says Utsugi in his box when you talk to him.
Oh dear.
After my encounter with Detective Shunsuke Utsugi, I eventually became his assistant. Something told me that doing this might bring me closer to eventually finding my long-lost parents.
Oh.
As his assistant, I became involved in several cases. Tell me if it's too loud. The game's too loud, by the way. Tell me.
Oh, you're fine.
Usually... Okay.
I turned the Twitch volume off so it doesn't like interrupt. So I can only hear what's going on through Skype.
Oh, okay. Including this horrifying case. Nintendo. This is Nintendo's visual novel. It's not like Capcom's from 1989 to 1998. Ace Attorney is Capcom. When you're alone at school, someone behind you calls out. You turn around to find a girl standing there. Yeah, that never happened to me at school. Wanting to tell you something. The lonely girl stands behind you.
It's time to live out your boyish fantasies, Blake. Have at it.
I'm a 15-year-old Japanese boy. Now become detective.
Lieutenant Blake.
Yeah, named Lieutenant in real life. Which is my real life name. Yep, that's the truth, and definitely not a lie.
What the heck?
This is a really cool looking screen.
Absolutely.
Oh, she's getting closer. Okay. And she
she is?
evaporated.
It just looked like she was changing color. I didn't see her come closer.
She definitely came closer.
Oof.
Utsugi Detective Agency. Several months had passed since I began living with Detective Utsugi as his assistant. Then, one fateful morning, the phone rang at Utsugi Detective Agency and a horrifying case began. Utsugi Detective Agency? Yes, okay. I understand.
I'm sorry. It just looks stupid. It says Lieutenant. You're a 15-year-old boy.
Yeah, I tried to avoid it.
You were promoted so fast.
He's like, I'm a detective. You're my lieutenant. Let's go.
Yep.
Detective,
What a duo.
it's the police. Seems to be a new case. Nani? Alright, let's head over. Chapter 1, one girl's dead. Okay, well, spoilers. We know somebody's dead already.
Golly.
I guess they did call it a horrifying case. Hopefully some guy wasn't eating her, whatever the crap we were listening to today.
Maybe he's demon possessed.
Yeah, that guy was crazy. Alright.
That was nuts.
When we arrived at the scene, it was already swarming with police. You must be the lieutenant from, you must be Lieutenant Blake from Utsugi Detective Agency. Thank you for coming, sir! I mean, child!
That voice actually does fit him.
Hello, officer. What's the situation? Someone found the body here. We're still determining if foul play was involved, child. Quit investigation. I'm like, well, that's fun. Bye. Alright, well, there's 5 options. There's call/engage, talk, look/examine, think, or just like leave. I guess, okay, let's
Maybe
see.
think and then investigate?
Yeah, okay, so let's try to approach this like we're doing it ourselves, right? So we just arrived at a crime scene. What's the first thing we're gonna do? Think? Oh, well, first thing we probably would do is look.
Yeah, maybe investigate and then think. I can't, like I said, I can only see maybe the bottom 2 of the boxes, but
Yeah.
maybe investigate and then think to kind of like put your thoughts together and then you can talk.
Yeah, I think that's fair. So let's do that. Look. Hope that there's not aware surroundings. Let's look at the victim. Yeah. Body must be underneath that blue tarp.
Ugh.
Oh. Okay.
I just noticed your face. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to shout into the mic, but I looked at my phone and then I looked at you and I just saw that you.
Let's look at the surroundings.
It's perfect.
Oh, whoops. Some onlookers are begging to gather. Oh no. Wait. That ain't
there's
right.
no typos.
Huh?
There are no typos.
Isn't that not how you spell beginning? Or is that how you spell beginning? It just doesn't look right.
Yeah, that's how you spell beginning.
What? Hold on. Oh, you're right. It is. It just doesn't look right.
Probably because of the font, maybe. But yeah, that's how you spell it.
Weird. Alright, so people are gathering. Oh, okay. This is very Ace Attorney right here. It's a very slow cursor. Let's look at
This is very,
Huh?
yeah, this is very Ace Attorney-esque.
Alright, let's look at... I can't wait till we get to the court scene.
Ooh.
What is it, kid? Oh, he calls me kid, not child, okay.
Child.
Body must be underneath that blue tarp. Let's talk to him. Oh my gosh, there's a lot of options.
Little 15-year-old lieutenant.
Let's ask them about what they know. Poor thing, she was about your age, kid.
Aww.
Now of death? We don't know anything yet. Too early to make guesses. Yeah, well, the police wouldn't do that. It would be like the medical examiners. Cause of death. We just got here, so we haven't even been able to identify the victim yet. Okay, so you literally haven't done anything yet. Gotcha. Victim? We think the victim is most likely a local female high school student. This morning, someone reported it to us as they saw her floating near the riverbank. Ooh. Okay. Floating
God.
body. Probably some guy fished it out with that guy's luck.
Oh no, is it the guy with the bike that was a child with his grandfather, and then he grew up to be a ranger and found another dead body?
So
and
just
then he went back to his hometown and he found another dead body.
in the pipes or whatever.
Yeah, he was like, oh, screw this, I'm gonna be a plumber somewhere else.
Yeah, the plumber guy. So, me and Katie watch true crimes, and we have this ongoing narrative about like this kid who always fishes up bodies, and like no matter where he goes, he always finds bodies, and he's just like a horribly traumatized person, and it's not funny, but we're still making a joke anyway.
Because we were just freaking dark like that.
Because we're trying to make a joke out of stuff that's horrible, because we're just watching true crime.
That's how we cope. That's how we cope.
Yeah, we're just coping. Okay. There's a lot we still don't know. They still don't know. Forensics have been taking their sweet time setting up. All the other assigned officers have only just arrived. So that's where we're at. The river was flooded from the rain. Who knows, maybe she accidentally fell in? My gut tells me this was an accident. What do you think, kid? I haven't even seen the body, dude. If she has like a stab wound, then maybe I'll say something different. Let's see, so I already told you, we don't know much yet. Okay, it didn't even let me choose anything else. So. Think the victim is most likely a female high school student? Yeah, okay. Okay. Let's think. An accident? Could it be that simple? We'll have more of a sense once we investigate the victim. Okay, so let's look at the body. Would it be okay for me to look at the victim, officer? Despite the fact that you're a detective, that's hard to know. That's a hard to know, kid. Sorry about that. Like how that guy looked at me angrily.
Wait a minute. He said, despite the fact that you're a detective?
Yeah, he's like, despite the fact you're a detective, no, pretty much.
Wait a minute. So the kid's a detective now?
Well, he's like, I'm representing the detective agency or whatever.
Oh, wait. I thought the guy was going with the kid.
No, he sent the kid.
Oh, well, clearly he's, a stand-in, and with the name Lieutenant, how can you refuse?
Bro, you're just a police officer, you're just a flatfoot, you're just a gumshoe, I'm a lieutenant.
Take that!
But you're free to inspect where the body was discovered. Oh, it's turned yellow? Discovery site. Oh, okay, so that'll just take me there.
I'm gonna brush my hair, I'll be right back. And my teeth.
She was found around here, okay. Should I keep going?
Yeah, go for it.
There's a lot of trash around here. Maybe there's a clue? Oh, well, yeah. I mean, look at that right there. Let's look at that right there. There's a bunch of trash everywhere. It must have been washed here by the rain. Trash in Japan! Bruh, I've been to Japan. There's no garbage anywhere. I see some empty cans. They were probably carried over by the river. Nothing special about them, but I can get 5 cents at the bottle return, so pretty worth, if you ask me. Another can. For some empty cans. Yeah, that's the same deal, yeah. Okay. Trash. Wait, underneath the trash, is that a class ID? I mean, I don't really see... It's hard to tell... Are they going to zoom in? Take the class ID. I was right, it's a class ID. I wonder if this is like the old point-and-click adventure games, like the original one, where you would type like take, and it would be like, what do you want to take? And you'd be like ID. Or you could be like take ID, like you'd have to type it. You'd be like, look, and it would be like, look where? And you'd be like, look trash, and it would be like, you see trash, like one of those types of games. Those old like DOS style games. I was right, it's class ID. I bet kids have no idea about those games like at all, like that those even existed. Not my favorite type of game, but you know, like wandering around a place by just typing in directions. And there's no pictures, it's just text. You'd be like, go Dennis, and it would be like, you see Dennis. Dennis is upset that you didn't go to his party the other day. And he'd be like, talk Dennis. And I'd be like, Dennis is angry at you. Etc. Alright, let's look at the ID. It says, I didn't know that button advanced the text. My bad. It said something. I don't know if there's a way for me to see. Belongs to the victim. Pablo data. Typically, the audio is too loud on the capture device, so we're gonna turn it down just a bit. Turn these down to like half. Hopefully it's not too screwy. Usually Katie helps me adjust this, but she's actually on Skype with me, so. What's FC? Oh, you can change between different types of music. That's cool. Protagonist voice on off. Voice playback. Display speed normal. It seems to be pretty fast. Perfect. Okay. I accidentally skipped dialogue, so that was my bad. Oh wait, there's a show control. Maybe I can go backwards. Yeah, I accidentally tapped the force skip. That was my bad. Confirm, next. Open text log. There you go. So there actually is a button for that. It's X. Okay. Per stick. Move cursor. Perfect! That's what I was looking for. A lot of times visual novels have this sort of thing. Wait, underneath the trash can, is that an ID? I was right. It's a class ID. It says Ushimitsu High School, Class 1A, Yoko Kojima. Well, we're gonna know who she is, so that's good. And you can play the audio. This game is so well put together already. I'm impressed. Like, you can see the water slowly shifting around in the background and stuff. This might belong to the victim. Most likely. I found a class ID. Oh, nice work. It might belong to the victim. I'll hand it over to forensics. Even if it doesn't belong to the victim, it could belong to somebody who knew the victim. You must be Mr. Itsugi's assistant. I'm about to examine the body now. Well, it looks like you'll be accompanying me. Mr. Itsugi's asked me to let you observe and learn. No. Yeah. Well, actually, he insisted. Well, let's get going. That's great. Thank you. I can't wait to see a dead body. Let's talk. No, we already did all that. Let's take what? Take victim. Take coroner? Coroner, I mean? I could take you. What's the matter? Yeah, it's kind of weird. Let's take victim. Are you trying to take the corpse with you? Nice try. there's no way that's happening, weirdo. Let's think, I guess? Let's start by examining the victim. So we just need to look victim, I guess. Alright, let's go over by the corpse. You're quite a courageous kid. Oh. It's a girl's body. The police have just arrived and nobody's examined the body yet. She looks dead.
I'm back. What did I miss?
Here's a dead girl.
Oh boy.
We're looking at a dead girl.
Apparently. Okay.
So we went over to the riverbank and we picked up an ID for Yoshiko or something. I don't know. And we were like, maybe it's hers. And then we went over and the coroner was like, I'm here. Let's go look at the body. Young 15-year-old. And now we're looking at the body.
Oh, I thought they said it was behind a tarp or something.
Yeah, we're over behind the tarp now.
Oh, okay.
It's a
Poor
girl.
thing.
It's a girl's body. The police just arrived and nobody's examined the body yet. Oh, looks like the class ID belongs to her after all. You're right. The photo on the ID matches her face. Now, what shall we look at? Follow your instinct. Oh, don't ever follow a 15-year-old boy to follow his instinct about what to look at. What's wrong with you?
Blake, no, she's dead. Come on.
Let's look at her. Oh no, can't do face.
Watch it be the boobs, just
Skirt. So we can look at her skirt, her uniform, and her scarf. Look at her scarf. Her clothes don't look damaged or disturbed in any way. Everything seems to indicate that it was an accident so far. Okay. Let's look at her uniform. And I don't see anything that might be a clue. Okay, let's look at her skirt. And I don't see anything that might be a clue. Alright, so we have to find something specific here that might be a clue. Huh? Let's look at her
hair, wrist, face.
Going over her, like, her hair and stuff. I don't really see anything. What am I missing here? Uniform. I had the most to say about the scarf, but is that like a specific spot on the uniform we're looking for? I like her lips.
I would just keep clicking until you find it.
Well, because if I click nothing, it's like, oh, her tangled wet hair is blocking the view of her neck.
Oh.
That's the thing that might be.
Can you move the hair somehow?
You're interested in that area? Yeah. How do I? You seem to be drawn to the neck area. You can't see it as is. What do you think you should do? I think it's trying to give me a hint. Why? Oh, I can go back to the menu. Okay.
I'm gonna move my computer, so give me a minute. I'm gonna mute myself so you don't hear all the moving sounds and stuff. So one moment, I'm still listening.
Gauge corner. Talk. Seem to be drawn to the neck area. Sure. How do I do stuff with the neck area? Can you remove the hair from the neck area? So I had to use the take. Sure thing. There, that should do it. Yeah, that's strangulation marks, buddy. Do you not see that? You think this is an accident? Look at that! What's wrong with you? There's nothing on the neck. Wait, look! There's very clear fingerprints on the neck. There are signs of possible strangulation. There are signs of clear strangulation. What? Was this girl murdered? Maybe the river strangled her. Bruh. Yeah, you're right. These look to be strangulation marks. This is likely a murder case. Who's yelling over there? What she said? Yoko, how did this happen? No, no! Let's think about this. She seems to know the victim. I should talk to her. She doesn't look like she's in a talking mood, buddy, but sure, let's talk to her about her friend. Yoko, how did this happen? Let's talk to her about her name. Yoko, say something, please. She seems too worked up at the moment. Yeah, that's what I said, but they know. Why did Yoko? No, I can't believe this, Yoko! Please wait, and let me speak. Wait, is that a different guy? No, that's just man, that's not the detective guy. This is just generic Japanese businessman. Okay. Please, wait, let me speak. You pulled me out of the tarp thing to talk to me? What?
I'm feeling a bit drowsy, so I'm probably just gonna listen more than talk.
That's alright.
I'm still here.
I'm Tatsuya Hibino. Hibino?
Oh, it's not Nomura? Nomura?
I'm Tatsuya Nomura. Yoko Kojima... Wait. Kojima? That's another video game guy.
I know, that last name sounds really familiar.
Why can't I think of his first name?
Kojima. Oh, that's gonna bug me, because I recognize it too.
Yeah, it's the Metal Gear guy.
The what?
The guy who made Metal Gear.
Oh.
He made Metal Gear, PT, Death Stranding, Kojima, Hideo Kojima. I was just typing it in.
Was that the guy who was on, like, what was it? It wasn't like, not Black Clover, that's the anime. I'm thinking of, it's like that series that we saw where, it was like takes place in the future, and it's like we saw it on Netflix.
We saw some haunted house thing where this guy gets like a little headset put on him or whatever, and there's like this, and it's like it makes his fears become like real, essentially, right?
Yes, that's what I was thinking of. But wasn't that from a TV series called
Black Mirror?
Yeah, Black what?
This is Black Mirror.
Black Mirror, yes.
Yeah.
Was it from that?
In Black Mirror, they had a guy who was like, I think, supposed to be a Hideo Kojima, or like, essentially was based off of Hideo Kojima. He's like this.
That's what I was thinking of. Is that the guy?
I mean, that's not actually him.
No. I'm saying, was that like who he was supposed to, like?
I think so, yeah, because Hideo Kojima just makes like really interesting games that do a lot of like weird meta references and stuff, and like. None of his games are like anything that you would ever call like standard. So I think he was supposed to be kind of like that. Where it's just like he's making some weird thing. Because I think the guy kind of looked like him too. I think they kind of styled him. Like he had like the little Hideo Kojima glasses and stuff, I think. Because
Yeah.
Kojima has like very specific glasses. He always...
And he said that like he was friends with someone who.
He's friends with Guillermo del Toro. And that guy is an American filmmaker who does like Hollywood films. Like he did Pacific Rim, and I know he's done a bunch of other stuff too.
Oh.
And Guillermo del Toro always wanted to make video games, and Hideo Kojima loves like old school action, old school like American action movies. So like if you've ever seen Solid Snake, he's based off of Snake from Escape from New York.
Oh.
Yep. And they look very similar, and they have like very similar style.
Nice.
Yep. Hideo Kojima's been around for a long time, and the Metal Gear series has been around forever too. I've only played none of them. So
You're funny.
I played Smash Bros, and that Snake was in that. Anyway.
No, sorry. It's just I'm kind of out of it because I'm still like crampy and stuff. So.
Yeah, Tatsuya Nomura and Hideo Kojima. I like how we saw two Japanese names and we're like, we know people with those names. We know Japanese people with similar names.
Yeah, we know or heard of, John and Bob, those names.
Yeah.
Like, but in Japan.
I could just imagine, like, some Japanese guys, like, I'm like, yeah, like, Bob something or other. And he's like, I know a guy named Bob. You'd be like, that's nice.
They're like frickin' weebs.
Anyway.
All right, I'm gonna try to be quiet now and watch you play.
Yeah. I'm Tatsuya Hibino. I don't know how to pronounce that. Yoko Kojima's homeroom teacher. He did it.
What?
He did it. He did it.
Oh, no, maybe.
He did it. How would he get here so fast? How would he know she was dead? That other girl just got here and was crying. And we just found out who she was. How did you get here so fast?
Maybe it's on his commute to work or to school.
Nobody came out here and said that this lady was dead and who it was, unless you were standing right there and you already knew. Got him! Got him!
Watch it be him, and what? Okay, what? Watch us be like, yeah, I think it is him. The entire game, like last minute, it's someone else. But it wouldn't surprise me. Again, like I said, I couldn't play Persona 4, so I watched gameplays of it, and let's just say this guy might be the guy. So
well, look, all I'm saying is, no matter who it actually is who did it, at the end, I'm still gonna be like, it was the teacher. he got away with it, but it was the teacher.
Exactly.
Okay, let's ask you about how you got here so fast, you little weirdo. What do you know? How did this happen? And here, of all places. It seems that Yoko was murdered by somebody with about your hand size. I might have added a little bit in there.
I know, I'm like, I look away for like a second, and I'm like, you do this thing so fluidly where you ad-lib stuff, and it sounds so out of place that I know that you ad-libbed it, but had I not had that foresight, I would have thought that the game said it.
Yeah.
It just sounds so natural.
Yeah.
Like, what? I have to do like a double take.
Okay. Murdered? No, who would do such a thing? Not me, of course. Let's think a bit, I guess. I don't think I can get anything out of these two. They're completely shocked. Besides, though he's trying to hide it, I can tell that Hibino is even more disturbed by this than this girl. He's disturbed because we're on to him. He looks like a ghost. He's in no condition to answer any questions. Probably can't believe he just murdered somebody. What'd you say?
I said I'm suspicious of the teacher too, or that maybe the teacher had an affair with a student, and he's like, my secret love is dead, and people are gonna blame me, but I didn't actually do it. Calling it right now.
Well, this
Oh.
is Japan.
Exactly. I'm calling it.
Detective Itsugi is calling me. Let's return to the office for now. Yes, sir.
So do they modernize this or not?
Well, that's a desk phone, but that's an office, so it kind of makes sense. Let's see, that's a lunchbox, but people still eat out of lunchboxes. I can't tell. He's got a potted plant, just like Ace Attorney. I wonder if it's named Charlie, just like Ace Attorney.
Chatty.
Oh, he's got like a little board over there. That's something that's modern. I don't know. It's got a radio, that's pretty old school. Looks like a murder case after all. Yes, it seems she was murdered at a separate location on September 30th between 9 and 10 p.m. and then thrown in the river. I'm waiting for his Japanese to stop talking. So the murder occurred last night. Since you're the perfect person for school investigations, the police are counting on you. Having a bunch of us 30-year-olds wandering around a school would look really suspicious.
Reminds me of that movie with Drew Barrymore, I think, where she becomes a student even though she's a journalist. They made fun of that in Not Another Teen movie, with that really old lady who's pretending to be a student.
She's like, "Hello, fellow kids," or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, that was me. That was from that movie with Drew Barrymore, where she was posing as a student for journalist purposes or whatever.
All right, so they're gonna let me do the school investigation. So I'm gonna go investigate people at the school and try and figure out who done it. I'm the perfect person. I always knew it.
You're promoted to lieutenant.
Yeah. They seem to have high hopes that you'll find clues related to this case by looking into things at that school. What? The police think you'll be easier to talk to since, you know, you're about the same age as the students. Good luck, Lieutenant. About the dial, whatever he said. Speculate? What's that do? We don't know anything yet. I wish I could talk to the girl and Hibina. What to think, I guess. I wish I could talk to the girl and Hibina. Yeah, okay. You wanna go, like, call him or something? Let's call the girl. Mr. Hibino and the girl went back to school after they were interviewed, but I've asked the girl to come here. Oh, look at that. She's here.
Everyone's so conveniently there.
Japanese saying. Oh, excuse me. Sumishimasu, or whatever they say.
Sumimasen.
Sumimasen. She just said it.
I called it. Before.
I wanted to apologize for panicking this morning. Why would you apologize for that? Your friend was dead.
I know. Like, that's a normal reaction, little girl. It's okay.
Not at all. I should apologize for asking you to come over so soon. This is my brilliant assistant, Lieutenant Blake. You should see his stream sometime. He's going to ask you some questions about the incident. Is that alright? Yes, I want to help however I can. Oh, sorry. Yes, I want to help however I can. Thank you for doing this. I'm going to ask you several questions. Is that alright? Yes, I'll tell you anything I know. Anything for Yoko.
Yoko, oh no.
That's exactly what I was thinking. I just didn't say it. Alright. Okay, can you please start by telling me your name? My name is Ayumi Tachibana. Yoko was my best friend.
Oh.
Alright, let's talk about Yoko. Is it true she was murdered? Who in the world would do something like that? Poor Yoko. Well, let's talk about your alibi, huh? What were you doing last night around 9 p.m.? Wait, are you saying I'm a suspect? That's horrible. Oh no, I need to be more careful. Yeah, I just didn't care. Let's talk about Ayumi, whoever that is. Wait, that's her. She doesn't want to talk about herself. She's already mad at me. Okay, let's talk about Hibina.
With Japanese names, like, or with any name from a different country, if you're not used to it, it's hard to tell people apart and remember the names.
Oh, you know what? It's probably Hibino.
Yeah, Hibino.
Not Hibino.
So, yeah, with Japanese syllables, they are always pronounced the same, no matter what words you use them in.
Yeah, I know. I just like, or I couldn't figure that one out for some reason. Because usually it's like a consonant followed by a vowel, right?
Yeah.
Like ka and ga and like pu, po, and like, you know, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So like, you can just kind of cut it up like that. So he, be, no. You, me.
Kind of like with Kotaro, I think you pronounce it. How do you pronounce it? Kotaro, but I think it's pronounced Kotaro.
Yeah, Kotaro is like the American way.
Yeah.
But it should be Kotaro. Yeah.
Yeah, Kotaro. Yeah, something like that.
And my tone's probably way off too. There's probably.
Is it Kotaro? Like, is there an A? Is it ta or is it? I don't remember if Japanese has the syllable ta. Is it to? How do you spell his name?
Wouldn't it be like Kotaro?
I thought there were two. I thought it was Koto. I didn't know it was Kota.
Is
So
it
yeah.
Kotaro?
If it's Kota, then it's Kotaro. Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway, it seemed like a huge shock to Mr. Hibino. Hibino. His name just seems weird to me for some reason.
Just do what you think is more comfortable.
What do you know? Okay. She's not.
I'm gonna do a brigade on you for mispronouncing a name.
Let's look at Ayumi.
Unless you're Kamala Harris.
Kamal. Yeah. Kamala. Yeah. Alright, she looks so sad. I feel sorry for her. Let's look over here. It's a letter of thanks addressed to Detective Utsugi. The police both trust and respect him a lot. Article? A newspaper clipping is up on the bulletin board. I wonder if it has to do with an investigation. I'm just like looking around the room. There's our potted plant, Charlie. This is Utsugi Detective Agency. Detective Utsugi is the boss around here. She's like, I know. Why are you saying this to me? What is it? Let's talk about your alibi. She doesn't want to talk to me, okay. Let's speculate then. I don't know what to speculate about. Got it. Okay, well, let's think. I have nothing to think about. Okay,
Nothing at all.
Is there anything you think you should know regarding Yoko's case? I don't know. I don't think anyone had a grudge against her, but there's one thing I noticed. What's that? What they know? Well, Yoko and I had a group at school called the Detective Club. Wait, that's my video game. Get out of here. Detective Club? The Famicom Detective Club.
Wait, did you actually say that? I can't see because my glasses are off.
No, she hasn't said that yet. She just said we have like the Detective Club or whatever. We should investigate rumors and strange things around the. Oh, sorry. We would investigate rumors and strange things around the school and town, then share our findings in a report. We would always divide up our investigations, but lately Yoko was
Tired.
She was investigating something on her own. Maybe that has something to do with why she was murdered. Okay. Let's speculate, I guess? I have nothing to speculate about? Okay, let's think. Nothing to think about. Okay, let's talk. Oh, the detective. We started it, just the two of us, for fun. Without her, it doesn't seem so fun anymore. Sorry your fun is ruined, lady. What's your alibi? Still won't tell me your alibi. It was her! She won't tell me her alibi. Okay. You know? Nothing to say about that guy. Ibino? Yumi. Do you have any idea what Yoko was investigating? No, but I know for sure she was desperately trying to find something, and that's when I
My guess
noticed.
is John Lennon.
What?
My guess is John Lennon.
John Lennon did it?
No, that she was investigating John Lennon, you know.
Oh, okay. No, one of his goons did it.
He,
And you noticed Yoko acting strange. Strange? Doctor Strange? Doctor Strange did it. Okay.
Doctor Strange.
In what way? She always seemed deep in thought, distracted. Sometimes I felt like I was looking at a completely different person. Okay, keep talking. I think I've told you everything I know. Do you need to ear it again? Did they forget an H, or did they literally mean like ear, like with your ear? That's a very
I wonder if it's actually a saying in Japan or something that they just translated here a little weird, or...
They could just put the letter H there. That would
They could.
clear everything up right there.
Yep.
I think I've got it.
There's probably a typo anyway.
Yeah. Thanks. I've got it. I've taken notes, so no need. Instructions. Important notes are saved in the notepad automatically. If you want to look at the notepad screen, press plus during the game. Display a menu screen. Oh, menu screen, take a look at notepad. With A, take a look at the notepad with A to view the investigation notes. Press B to return to the menu screen. Okay. Documented in notepad. Alright, let's stop talking to her, I guess. Oh, and then you can save.
Always say.
My first saving. Yes. It's fine. Oh, quit investigation is in stop playing the game, and that's why I asked you to save. Oh, okay. Nothing to speculate about. So I'm done. Lieutenant, why don't you try visiting Yoko's house? I will travel to Yoko's house because I know where she lives, I guess.
Well, you do go to a police detective agency, so...
I'll go to Yoko's house right now. I can show you the way.
I can show you the world.
Let's have a nice romantic walk over to the
Dead girl's house.
house. Yeah. This is Yoko's house. Oh.
But I missed it.
There's the mom. I'm talking to the mom now.
Oh no.
This reminds me of the Kid Detective when he goes to talk to the parents and he's like, what kind of fruit did he like? Or whatever.
I don't remember.
And then they're like, I don't know, pears? He's like, what about banana? And like, he did eat banana, and then he's like, I think your son was depressed. He was eating bananas, which is the cleanest fruit to eat. And then the dad's like, that's it, I'm out of here.
I don't remember that. Is that a parody?
No, do you remember the Kid Detective?
I know that we saw it, but I don't remember, like, that. I vaguely remember that scene. I remember the banana part, but that's it.
He keeps avoiding talking to the parents as long as he can because he's like, this is gonna be brutal. Like, he just doesn't want to deal with it. So he's like, yeah, let's investigate other stuff. So he like goes and punches that kid, and he gets like the drugs and stuff. He does all
I
that.
remember that.
And then he goes and talks to the parents, and it's like, the dad is like super mean to him. And he's like, you're just a fraud, wasting our time. And he's like a jerk. He's like, how many murders have you solved? And he's like, 3, even though he solved 0.
Oh.
And then he does solve the case, but,
Mm-hmm.
Hello, my name is Lieutenant Blake from the Utsugi Detective Agency. Hi, I'm Yoko's mother. I'm so sorry for your loss. We're doing our best to figure out what happened. Would you be willing to help us? Yes.
Oh.
Let's talk about her alibi. Okay. Last night, she didn't come home. I filed a police report with the police, but I had no idea. What do they know? There are no words for how I'm feeling. Let's talk about Yoko again. I can't believe this has happened. I can't believe this happened. What were you doing last night around 9 p.m.? I was waiting at home for Yoko to return. I'm just gonna look around her. Got any murdering books? On the shelf, I can see a phone and some books. And also, that is a corded phone, a landline, as it were. The kids don't know about what those are, but there it is. I can't read what the poster says from here. Well, you can just walk past her. Oh, there's some stairs. Everything looks normal to me. What about this door? It's a plain-looking door. What about this potted...
How abnormal.
Huh?
How abnormal.
It's rude to stare. Alright, let's look at Yoko's mom. Looks like she's struggling to keep it together after losing her daughter. Yeah.
You see, the strongest pain anyone could ever face is losing a child.
Yeah, I need to gather more information. Okay, so I think I just still need to talk to her. I don't know about what. Is there anything you think we should know regarding Yoko's case? Okay, well, apparently not. So, what do you know? Nothing? Tell me more about your alibi, I guess? It's waiting at home for Yoko to return. Okay, let's think. I don't have enough to think about, right? I need to gather more information. Let's... Oh, Ayumi's here.
Huh?
I don't know anything else. You should ask her mother.
What are we missing?
I don't know. I'm missing something. I will look at the light switch. It's a weird looking switch. It's sideways. There's a cane?
Might help if you got a game guide just to have on the ready in case you can't figure it out.
Painting of some flowers hanging on the wall. I could do that. Told you everything I know. Talk to her mom. Okay, fine. Jeez, I'll talk to her mom. Probably need to like look at something, and I just don't know what it is. Like, can I go to her room and look at her room, or like... It's like, stop looking at stuff.
But don't you need to investigate?
Yeah, I'm an investigator guy. Let me go upstairs, dude. I mean, lady. Need to gather information. Bruh, she won't talk to me. What do you mean gather information? Anything that might... Anybody who might have a grudge? It's impossible. She'd be the last person someone would hold a grudge against. Okay, well tell me more. I can't believe this has happened. Okay, well tell me more. I can't believe this has happened.
I think maybe you're supposed to search something in the room first and then talk to her.
I already looked over the room.
Can you point something else on her person? Maybe like a plant, something, anything? I'd use the game guide if you are stuck.
Let me think. About a week ago, she started going out every night. After coming home late, she'd get up to something in her room. She seemed depressed, and I was right to be worried about her. Come to think of it, Ayumi also mentioned that she seemed different recently. Is that enough for me to think? I need to gather more information. Bruh. What happened a week ago? Well, I don't think there was anything in particular. Well, actually, she got involved with the Yakuza or something. I don't know.
What?
I feel like it's gonna go somewhere like that. Well, actually, I didn't think about this.
I thought that was actually part of the dialogue, and I have to look closely on the screen because you do that fluid thing again, and you ad-lib, and I'm like, what?
Sorry. One morning she came downstairs and said to me, if I wind up... Okay, this is ad-libbing. If I wind up dead in a river somewhere.
I literally can't tell her.
Ooh. Mom, I had the weirdest dream last night. I was walking down the school hallway alone. Then I heard a girl's voice calling out to me from behind. Like the girl who stands behind, or whatever the name of this game is.
They did that on purpose.
Yep. I turned to find a young girl covered in blood. She said to me, "Buy the Famicom Detective Club's games.
Stop it.
They're on sale now." Sorry, she said, "Help me. Get me out." Then suddenly she disappeared. She seemed quite sad. That's when I woke up. I know it sounds scary, but it wasn't. She seemed so familiar somehow. That's nice, dear. I'm gonna go back to chopping my cucumber. What's the matter, Yumi? I think I remember something about her dream. Come to the school with me. Alright, let's go. Mrs. Kojima, thank you so much for your cooperation. Please excuse us. I pressed the wrong button. Here we go. She doesn't even say bye. She's like, whatever. School gate.
I mean, I feel bad for her. Like, if she didn't say goodbye, she's probably just so lost in thought.
Yeah. So this is Ushimitsu High School, a Yumi school. It was Yoko Kojima's too. Alright, let's look at the school, I suppose. Let's look at the surroundings. So this is Ushimitsu High School. I just said that, okay. Let's look at the surroundings. School nameplate. Ushimitsu High School. I wonder how they came up with the name. I don't know. Building. School building looks like it's been here for ages. The school's gate is wide open. What is it? I don't know, I'm just clicking buttons. Let's talk, lady. What did you remember? The blood-covered girl from Yoko's dream sounds very similar to the rumor about a ghost in our school.
So a ghost killed her.
A ghost? A ghost?
Next.
A rumor. This rumor's been going around Ushimitsu High School for years. All the students should know it. Alright, let's go examine the ghost.
How can you examine a ghost?
I don't know. I mean, it's a detective game. I assume I can examine anything. If Yoko saw the ghosts in the dream and then all this happened, well, I'm a little freaked out. Most schools have creepy rumors though, right? I mean, sure. True, I've heard some schools have their own 7 wonders.
What?
I don't know.
That's news to me.
Also, you can, when you're away from the screen for a bit or whatever, you can change the sound to like... Oh yeah, you can't really hear it, but you can change the sound to different versions of like the music and stuff.
Oh, that's cool. It's kind of a neat little thing you can do.
Yes, you can. So there's FC, so you can change it to the Famicom. So this is what it sounded like on the Famicom, I guess. And then there's SFC, which I assume is Super Famicom. Apparently these games are on the Super Nintendo as well.
Oh.
I like that. I think that's cool. Okay. Let's think. Let's hear what she has to say. Okay. Let's talk about school. Most schools have creepy rumors, right? So it seems like when you're talking to people in this game, they give you a bunch of different options, but like only one of them really moves the dialogue forward, so you just kind of have to spam them a bunch. Oh wait, I remember Yoko actually mentioned the ghost. Yes, it was about a week ago. Okay, tell me about it. So the thing Yoko was investigating on her own might have been... It could have been about that ghost rumor.
A lot of ghosts today, I've noticed.
I'll go and ask everyone. Huh? A lot of ghosts?
A lot of ghost stuff, like, I don't know, with the stuff we were watching earlier. I'm kind of like ghost things now.
Hey, Yumi, wait up! She's gone. Well, go. Even if Yoko Kojima was looking into the ghost rumor, I don't think that that's related to the case. Yeah, okay, go. Yumi's gone. Sure, then go. Go too. Also go.
I feel like talking about ghosts isn't exactly relevant, like to a dead person, you know? So why are they investigating it?
Because she said, I mean, like, it doesn't really make... That's why he was like, I don't think it's related. Because she had a dream about the school ghost or something the night before she died, I guess. Perfect. I'll try talking to them. Ladies! My gosh, it actually worked.
What?
My ladies! And then they walk over. It's like, I've been perfecting my mating call for years.
Like your children!
I'm playing a 15-year-old boy, I'm just joking. The character is 15, and I'm just joking.
I know.
Huh?
Huh? I know.
Huh? Who are you?
Yeah.
What, you don't like that girl's voice?
Beautiful, decadent. Sounds like honey to the ears.
You're not a student here, are you? I'm Lieutenant Blake from the Utsugi Detective Agency. Oh yeah, detective? You watch too much TV or something? They don't seem to believe me. Anyway, let's talk about ghosts. I'd like to ask you a few questions. Wow, you sound like a real detective! They say at the same time. I am a real one, kind of, sort of. Assistant. Assistant to the regional detective manager. Anyway. Let's talk about a rumor. This is about the girl who was murdered last night, isn't it? We're in second year, so we don't know her, but it's all anyone's talking about today. Asked about Yoko. She's like, so sad. Yeah, I know, she died. Like about Yumi. Was there an Yumi in second year? Actually, she's in first year, not second. Her voice is so much better than my, like, our first year, we wouldn't know her. Apparently, I can't imitate a young Japanese female voice for some reason.
You did your best, and that's all that matters.
Who's the homeroom teacher? Class 1A. He's kinda hot.
Right?
They're your children. Stop it.
Right?
Some kids seem to get somewhat gloomy. Some kids seem to get a somewhat gloomy vibe from him, though. Their voices should have been switched based off of how their actual voice actors are.
Meh.
Let's talk about the school. You don't know anything about the school? I feel like they're poking fun at me. Well, I don't know anything about school. I don't go here. Tell me why.
I was just gonna say that. That's all the lyrics I know, though. So.
Why I accidentally hit the wrong button. Tell me why. That lady likes the Habino guy, thinks he's hot. I want to ask about the rumor of the ghost at the school.
The ghost in the shell, if you will.
By rumor, you mean the girl who stands behind in the shell? The one about the blood-covered girl who stands behind you in the shell? Yes, that one. So you refer to the ghost as the girl who stands behind you in the shell? Yes, that's what everyone calls her. Okay. Girl who stands behind. The girl of legend. But what exactly is the rumor of the girl who stands behind? It's really creepy. Some people say they saw her for real. Okay, can I go see her for reals? I want to talk to her about, you know, murder and such. Are you really a detective? I'm really a detective.
Well, you're really a lieutenant, at least. Kinda.
Can you tell me more about the girl who stands behind? Sure, I'll tell you. Long, long time ago. Yeah, here we go.
Long man.
You're in a classroom alone. You're in a classroom alone, and you hear a voice. A blood-covered girl stands there. That's one version. I've heard another one. You're walking down the hallway alone. You hear a voice behind you. You turn, but nobody's there. You brush it off and turn back around. She's always behind you. The blood-covered girl is right in front of you. Oh, she's getting closer.
I didn't know that blood was blue.
I know, right? I heard another one where she turns up in the bathrooms too. There's a bunch of different versions. Alright, tell me more. These types of school rumors can usually be traced back to a real incident of what happened in the past. Yeah, like a student committing suicide is a common story because we're in Japan.
I feel bad for laughing at that, but that's actually sadly true.
Yeah, it's actually really true. Their suicide rate's nuts over there. Though it's probably not high school girls that contribute to that rate a whole bunch, but still.
I think a lot of high schoolers do commit suicide, but I know it's like people after they get a job or are in college because of the crazy competition and stuff.
And the stress and the pressure, yeah.
Yeah.
No new dialogue there. Let's talk about the school, I guess. Something happened at the school a long time ago, like something that could have caused this rumor to begin with? A long time ago? How would we know? Do you know anyone who might know? Someone who might know, who knows the school well. Maybe Mr. Kamada? Mr. Kamada? He did it!
Isn't he a teacher?
He's the art teacher. He knows a lot about the past.
Is it Kamada or Komaeda?
I don't know. I think it was just Komada, but what are you gonna do? Ask about the girl who stands behind? Oh, that reminds me. You aren't supposed to openly talk about the girl who stands behind, even though we've been doing it this whole time.
God!
I'm getting scared. Gotta go by. Hey, wait for me. The students left. What?
I said, okay, Maggie Bird.
I guess I should go find Kamada. Alright, let's travel to Kamada, the art room. Art room. Excuse me, is Mr. Kamada around? I kind of hope that he's designed and not just a guy in a suit.
That's a kind of a popular look there, though.
I know, but like that's one of the great things about Ace Attorney is that their characters are usually designed like as like some weird thing or something.
Yeah.
Not just guy in a suit number 3. He's guy in a suit number 3. All right.
Maybe you're trying to make this game look more realistic, though.
Yeah. So far.
That's my guess.
Yeah, for sure. So far, yeah. Who are you, young man?
Yeah, Edgeworth. I mean,
I'm Lieutenant Blake from the Utsugi Detective Agency. I was hoping to ask Mr. Komada some question. So it's you. I see you've taken a new form, 15-year-old boy. I'm quite the distinguished teacher here. Let me show you around this game. I've heard. Okay, anyway. Phoenix and Edgeworth meet in different game. Anyway, let's actually play the game. So you're a detective. I've heard about you. I'm Komada. Pleased to meet you. Thank you. So I'll get right to it. Have you heard about Yoko Kojima's case? Yes, just this morning. It's so sad. And I'll tell you anything I know. First of all, I'm going to examine your art. Oh, it won't let me. There's a lot of art hung up on the wall. Did the students here make all of these? This is Komada. He seems to be around 60 years old. Does? Okay. Let's talk about Yoko. She was Hibino's student. The victim, I mean. Let's talk about Hibino. He must be quite shocked. Alright, let's talk about the school. It's been 35 years since I first started teaching here.
Oh.
Let's talk about the girl of legend. No, you seem familiar with things considering you aren't a student here. What are you gonna do? Use your Mega Tomahawk to speak with the dead? You fool, that doesn't happen till Ace Attorney 6. It's an old rumor. Every school has one. There have been all sorts of stories that no longer fill these halls. But the girl who stands behind is different. Rumor has it, she still appears, even to this day.
Rumor has it that she still stands behind.
She's probably standing behind me right now. No, she isn't.
But I can't talk about it, so...
Yeah, can't talk about it openly, but everybody does. Rumor has it that no matter where you turn, she's always behind you. So if you turn your back to a cliff, well, it's the end of the legend. She just falls. Ask about what you know. You're quite the little detective, aren't you? You've definitely done your homework. Yeah! Let's ask about Yoko. If only I knew more. Like about Hibino. You must have been quite shocked. Alright, let's keep moving here. Talk about the school. And ask me about any old story. The rumor started maybe 15 years ago. 15 years ago? Ask more about it. Why did it start 15 years ago, you ask? Maybe something happened at the school around that time.
Please use Edgeworth's voice again for other characters.
If we play the other game, I'll reuse Edgeworth's voice.
What if you don't see this guy again?
Well, I mean, in the other game, I'll assign it to a new character. How about that?
Okay.
Start to ask him about. Let's ask about the Girl of Legend over and over again. Why did it start 15 years ago? Let me think. Could the girl who stands behind rumor in Yoko's case be connected in any way? I don't know. So Kamada's the only person here, so I'll just run through the options and try and see if he says something different. Quick. There we go. Did an incident, occur at the school 15 years ago? Let's see. Oh, right. I remember now. The horrible, tragic incident I just recalled. Okay, no, anyway. 15 years ago, around November, a female student went missing. Okay, you want to tell me about that? What happened to her? She was never found. It's sad to say, but I doubt she's alive today. Is the rumor about the girl who stands behind in any way related to the missing student? It could be. When I started hearing story of the girl who stands behind Okay, I think they're missing the word the.
Yeah. Or stories. Maybe they need stories of her.
Yeah, it could be. I started hearing stories of the girl who stands behind around the same time of the student's disappearance.
Sorry for interrupting. I'm just thinking maybe it actually is story with the word the because the word stories is not plural.
Yeah, I think they just missed a word there or something. It was an awkward sentence.
Sorry, I went interrupt.
Oh, no, you're fine. Never occurred to me until now that the missing girl and the girl who stands behind could be connected. I didn't think that a detective like you would want to hear about the girl who stands behind. No, come to think of it, a female student came and asked about the girl who stands behind. Wait, what was the name of the murdered girl? Yoko Kojima from Class 1A. That girl might be the one who came to ask me about the rumor. Really? Okay, let's ask about Yoko. So, Yoko came to ask you about the girl who stands behind? I must admit it, the more you press me, the more I begin to doubt myself. Ha! I'm doing my job as an attorney. But... Oh, look at the time. Maybe I should wrap up. Maybe you should actually finish getting your information before you leave. Nope, just kidding. It's telling me to travel. Okay, bye. Can I drop by again tomorrow? Of course, I'll help you in any way I can.
You see, Blake, they gotta stretch out the story for as long as possible to fill up gameplay time.
No.
I just have to leave mid-conversation.
Thanks so much. Take care. Let me look up the game time for this.
I also suggest keeping a walkthrough on the side. Learn from my mistakes, Blake. You're gonna be running around that freaking whale's mouth from Kingdom Hearts 2 for a good 3 hours. Just look up a walkthrough.
So it looks like to me that the game is I don't have much choice in what's happening. It's just kind of going. Like, so I think it's pretty hard to miss stuff. I might just have to spam stuff on the menu a few times, but okay, let's see. So summary length is about 8 hours, it says.
Wow.
That's like Ace Attorney, the full game I think is about 30 hours each, usually 30 35. But there's usually 4 to 5 cases that you go through.
How long is each case in Ace Attorney?
The first one's usually short, and then 2 through 4 are usually medium length, and then 5 is like a double length. But that's not all games have 5 cases, so.
But this is one case, right?
Yeah, this is one case, so about 8 hours seems like it's a pretty good story length. It'll probably take me a bit longer just because we're like talking and chatting and stuff too.
I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. It's fine. It's got a Metacritic of 74, which means it's okay. Alright, we're playing an okay game.
Let's have an okay time.
Yeah. Hey detective, I'm back. Welcome back, Lieutenant. How's the investigation coming? I can also look at the other game and see if it... Look at the other one real quick and see if it has the same time. 18 hours!
Holy moly.
I'm assuming they're probably around the same length, so I don't know why...
That is quite a disparity.
That's both of them together. Okay.
Oh.
Got it.
Wait, both this game and that game?
Yeah, this is them bundled together. Because you can buy them separately or you can buy them together. I bought them together because it's $10 less. The other one says it's 10 hours, and then this one says it's 8 hours. And they're both rated like the same, so there should be about the same. The other one's 73, this one's 74 out of 100.
I gotcha.
Cool. And that's like a good enough rating for it to be enjoyable, I think. So.
Yeah, most definitely. And I'm already having a good time. I was just curious.
Yeah. I just wanted to look up game length, so I did. I wanted to, and I did it. All right, let's continue. Yeah, how's the investigation coming? Oh, let's talk about the investigation. Come on, let's do the usual. Facts first, right? I don't know what the usual is. I just started playing this game. I don't... Let's do the usual... Bruh, I don't know what that means!
Tell me more.
Think, I guess? Facts first. That's great. How do I tell him the facts? Oh, I hit speculate, so I tell him what I'm speculating about. Yoko Kojima might have been investigating a rumor about a ghost called the girl who stands behind. The rumor first began to circulate when a female student at Ushimitsu High disappeared. How is this connected to Yoko's case? Is the girl who stands behind rumor somehow related to Yoko's death? Okay, Lieutenant, I've got something to tell you. An investigator friend of mine asked me to take on a case that will reach its statute of limitation in November. It's the same thing. November,
Usually
that's so
statute of
close.
limitations for murder is like 8 years, isn't it? Or 7? I don't know.
It's probably 15 years, and it's coming up this November, and he's working on that part of the case.
Kind of like, what's that? Ace Attorney, there's like a statute of limitations too. For like...
I forget which case it is, but yeah, there's some statute of limitation thing where they're like...
It was the one with Edward. Like going to jail.
Oh yeah, the last one of game 3.
Mm-hmm.
With what's his face, Godot or whatever.
No, it wasn't Godot. It was the statute of limitations had to do with the murder of Edgeworth's father.
Oh, is that the one?
Yep.
This is the crazy old man. They're talking about it because of him, right?
Yeah, the crazy old man
Yanni
was...
Yogi?
Yep, that was the one. Godot wasn't in that one.
Yeah, no, you're talking about the first game. Case 4, I think. November, that's so close, but I bet these two are related. I bet these two cases are related, his and mine. And then my information's gonna come in clutch for him to like catch the bad guy at the last minute.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, so I'll be concentrating on that case. That means Yoko Kojima's case will be mostly yours to investigate.
A child. Nice.
Seriously? I know this isn't very reassuring news for you, but do your best. I gotta head over to the police department now.
Wait a minute, did you give him
Good luck.
Phoenix's voice?
Huh?
Did you give the kid Phoenix's voice?
No, his voice is just my voice.
Oh, I thought you did Phoenix's voice for a second there.
I did it earlier as like a joke, but...
Oh.
Like Phoenix might eke in there every once in a while on accident, but he's supposed to be he just has my voice.
Yeah, usually people do that when they're voice acting because main character just talks a lot, so.
Yeah, I was just like, I could do Phoenix, because that's like an easy voice for me to do, but I was like, I'll just do my voice, because that's also a fairly easy voice for me to do.
Don't forget to drink water, Blake. I don't want your voice to feel crumbly.
Yeah. I'm alright. Might go get water in a bit.
Okay.
Let's think. Now what? How do I move forward with the investigation? For now, I'll look into tracing Yoko's movement and try to learn more about the girl who stands behind. That said, investigating without Detective Utsugi around is quite unnerving. Let's take his pen when he's not looking.
Doesn't
Yep.
this kid go to school?
No point in taking this. Huh?
Doesn't this kid go to school?
Nope.
Okay.
Look, I can dial on his phone. 555 7613. The line's busy. Take the phone? Okay, that's
Just
not it.
steal the phone, I guess. Pawn it off. Get a couple bucks for a smoothie. Or maybe like a couple bucks for a boba that is not $15 like at Disneyland.
Yikes. This is Itsugi Detective Agency. Itsugi's the boss around here. Let's look at the radio. Amiri's show is on, but now's not the time for that. It's an award from a tournament Detective Itsugi is in. A detectiving tournament. Oh yeah, I wondered about these gloves. These are Detective Itsugi's gloves. Oh. I thought they were fighting gloves. It's a case with Henko stamp on inside. I shouldn't mess with this personal steel. I don't know what that means.
Hajimino Ippo grew up to be a detective.
Yeah.
It's all connected, Blake.
It's all connected. Detective Itsugi, please come back! Right. You startled me, Detective. Don't surprise me like that. I didn't know I was actually supposed to try and get him to come back. I forgot to give this to you. Alright, I'll take whatever it is.
Edition.
Oh yeah. This is Yoko Kojima's class ID. If you put on a wig, you can pass and get through the school. I'm just joking.
Okay.
I've borrowed it from the police department. It'll probably come in handy for you. Here you go. Anyway, I'm counting on you. He's gone for realsies this time. Guess I'm gonna go have to do some investigating alone. I should get some sleep for tomorrow. But you have to sleep in this game? What the heck?
But you don't go to school. Okay, kid.
Oh, you like slept at the office. Okay. Alright, I'm ready to go investigate the school. I should talk with Kamada some more too. Let's go to the art room because they're not having class. Chapter 2. Puzzling words. Do I have to press a button or oh no, yeah, okay. Let's talk to Edgeworth. Excuse me.
Sumimasen.
I can't find Kamada. Did he leave already? Let's look at that tiger painting or whatever. Oh, it won't let me look at anything specifically. Okay. I really need to talk more with Kamada. He might be around here somewhere, so I'll check around the school. Alright, let's look around the school. Front of the school. Oh, that student doesn't seem too busy. I'll try talking to him. Hey, you. Bruh.
With the face. And the black hair.
Yo, what up? I'm Lieutenant Blake from the Utsugi Detective Agency. Could I ask you a few questions? The detective, is this about yesterday's incident? I'll totally help. Okay, let's ask about Kamada. Do you know if Mr. Kamada left for the day? He's not in the art room. Oh, he's in a faculty meeting right now. If you need to talk to him, you'll have to wait till the bell rings. A meeting? I guess I won't interrupt. So, how about this Yoko's class ID? That's our school's class ID. Talk about Yoko. That's the girl that was killed. Let's talk about Yumi. She's a cute girl from the detective club, right?
I'm pretty sure most boys wouldn't call like a girl cute to some random stranger.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think so. I think you're right. No, Hibino. He's an English teacher here, and he totally didn't do it.
What do I know, though? I'm not a teenage boy.
No, I think you're right. A bunch of girls think he's good looking.
Why are they talking about this?
About school. This school isn't too strict. The name's kind of weird, though. It lets surfer bras like me go through, am I right? And I'm like, you're not a surfer, dude.
Did he say he was a surfer dude?
No, I just gave him this voice. I don't know. Don't you think the name's weird too? Girl of legend.
It's said that she appears a lot around this time of year. It's so creepy, but I heard someone's trying to find stuff out about her. Don't know who, though.
Some guy in the background just like squatting down for some reason.
Like, who in their right mind would go looking for a ghost? Hey there, kiddo. It's me, the art teacher. Just kidding.
Like how my guy has like nothing to say to this dude, pretty much.
Are you really a detective? That's so cool.
Thanks.
Bruh.
There are student shoe lockers by the entrance. Would I find a love letter in one of these? School building looks like it's been here for ages. This little spyglass is so slow. Shrubbery! This row of trees looks beautifully maintained. Yeah, that's the kind of commentary I like.
Hey, man.
Think, I guess. Nothing to think about. That means one of these like 7 talking options are the one I need to talk to about. Wasn't the person looking into the girl who stands behind named Yoko Kojima?
No idea. I never met Yoko Kojima.
Well, you're useless. Why am I talking to you?
I don't even know what she looks like.
Okay, she looks like this on the ID, dude. This is Yoko Kojima. Do you recognize her?
Oh, wait, that's Yoko. I saw her 2 or 3 days ago.
2 or 3 days ago? That's right before the murder. Where did you see her?
She was at the old school building alone. I wonder what she was doing.
There's an old school building? The old school building?
Yeah, over there. Oh, by the way, when I saw Yoko Kojima at the old school building, she seemed darker, not like the person in that photo. And I shouldn't say stuff like this, but she was kind of creepy. Just gonna stand here and look sad. You can go over there.
Did you turn the game volume down at all? It might be loud. I can't really tell.
I did turn it down a little bit.
Okay.
It started at 80 and I turned it down to 50, so hopefully that's enough.
Yeah, I'm sure it will be.
It's quiet and kind of dark. What was Yoko doing in a place like this? Let's look around at the surround. Quiet and dark. Yeah, okay. Let's look at this bucket. Trash bin. It's a trash bin. Wow. Why does this wall look like I could kick it down? Weird, this wall is a different color from the others. Kick it. Kick it. Kick it. Must have been repainted later. Kick it. Kick it. Yeah! What the crap, old man? Where do you come from? Hey, what do you think you're doing? You're a student here. If you're a student, you're trespassing. Get out. I'll show you my student badge, Yoko's class ID. Oh, wait, you got a class ID on you. I see now. You're a trans student. Oh, sorry, transfer student.
Ooh.
What? It was in the word. I couldn't not make the joke. Okay. What? Maybe he's the teacher. He looks around 60 years old. He's probably the janitor, right? Excuse me, janitor man. You are... Toshio Tazaki. I've been the janitor here for 20 years. I knew it.
Let you understand.
Well, what happened to that wall, dude? Let's ask about the school. It's a pretty good school. I wouldn't worry about being a transfer student. That's not... That's about Yoko. Is there any chance you saw a female student here about 2 or 3 days ago?
So what if I did?
It might have been Yoko-kuchi. What?
There are a lot of girls in the school, though.
Yeah.
So he's like, have you found a girl recently walking?
Pretty
There
much.
are girls, so...
Well, this is like behind like a small building or something on the side of the school. It might have been Yoko Kojima, a student here who was recently murdered. You've heard about what happened, haven't you? Not saying anything. He did it.
You're doing what I do.
I know.
Stop it.
I know. Let's ask about the girl's legend.
It's a silly rumor. I'd watch where you stick your nose if I were you.
I'm gonna kick that wall down as soon as you turn around. What do you know? Nothing. Okay. Let's think. Looks like he's getting a bit antsy all of a sudden. Let's look at your strange wall. How about this strange wall? Can't be sure, but it looks like he's getting a bit antsy all of a sudden.
Do you think he faps to the young girls and that's why he's getting antsy?
Yeah. Maybe, I don't know. Trash bin.
He's like hiding his altar to all the schoolgirls.
Bruh, get out of here. You creepy old man.
Listen to me.
I listen to you. I don't know how to... Oops.
It's...
Oops. Have you seen this girl around here? Oh, yeah, I'm showing him the ID. That's right.
I'm feeling uncomfortable you saying oops and this being about a whole bunch of young, minor teenagers.
Ooh, you're right.
No, I didn't.
Really? Well, what if I look at this weird wall? I have to like... How do I like... There we go. Okay.
Hey, now, just wait a moment. Just wait a moment. Just wait a moment, kid. Who are you?
I'm Lieutenant Blake from the Utsugi Detective Agency.
Detective agency? You're a detective?
I'm here to investigate the murder of Yoko Kojima. Do you know anything about it?
I'm not a detective, I'm a lieutenant.
No, I don't. And if you don't mind, I'm pretty busy, so I'm gonna go back to the work. Bye.
He's gone. And acting very suspicious. Let's kick that wall down now that we scared him off. Dang it! Well, let me kick it. Alright, let's think. There's no point hanging around here anymore, but I want to know more about the janitor, Tazaki. Let's go back to the art room. Maybe they're out of their meeting. Wanda doesn't seem to be here still, somehow. Let's go to the front of the school. Schoolyard.
Chilling out with the crew in the schoolyard.
Looks like most of the students have left already. Let's save. Looks like most students have left. Oops. Didn't mean to do that. Let's look around, I guess? The faculty meeting hasn't finished somehow still. There's a girl walking there. Hey, it's a Yumi. Where's she going? I'll follow her. She's walking very creepily. And I wonder if this background will scroll forever. No, it doesn't. Okay. In front of the mirror. A mirror at the end of a hallway, weirdly. It's the size of a door.
She looks handsome. I feel like maybe the girl and the teacher somehow got together.
Yeah.
Miles is such a handsome teacher.
Yeah, we still don't know anything, like, at all about, like, anything.
Yeah, I feel like despite some of the information we got, I feel still in the dark.
We have no idea why that girl was killed. Like, not even at all.
Yeah, I feel clueless, pretty much as clueless as you are what's going on. So
We're just trying to connect a 15-year-old ghost to her murder, I guess. But
well, yeah, I know that. I just mean like we still don't know anything. Is what I mean.
Yeah, but we haven't found anything that even connects it yet.
It's just there's a scary thing that happened, and there's a rumor, and it just repeats itself.
Yeah, we haven't actually found anything that helps us understand yet. Ayumi! Oh, it's you! What's the matter with Ayumi? She seems out of it.
Well, yeah, didn't her best friend just die?
What? Kick the mirror! Kick the mirror!
But wouldn't anyone be out of it, Blake?
Yeah, probably. Why is the back of your head blue? Are you the girl that stands behind? That's what I thought. I tried talking to lots of people. I couldn't nail down whether or not Yoko was looking into the girl who stands behind. But even if she was investigating the rumor, how does that connect her to the murder? I don't know. Mr. Tozaki, the school janitor, what about him? He caught me in front of the old school building. Oh. He's the janitor at the school. He's nice, but a bit odd. A red herring, if you will.
Did you say that, or did she?
No, I said that.
I was gonna say, he does seem a bit like a red herring.
Alright, tell me about the girl of legend. No? Okay, well tell me about Yoko. No? Okay, well...
Tell me something!
Hey, Ayu... Wait a second, should I show this to Ayumi? I should give this to Ayumi, or I shouldn't show her. I guess I should. I have this. I will never forgive whoever killed Yoko. The police returned it. I'd like to give it to you. Okay, I'll hold on to it. Let's look at this sweet mirror. It's me. What? I don't have nostrils. Nah, just kidding. That's such a random anime joke. Quiet here, there's a mirror in the corner. Amy seems to be lost in thought. It's quiet here, there's a mirror. Yeah, okay. Let's think. What is she doing here? So here's the thing. I remember Yoko saying something here. One day after Yoko's behavior changed, I was standing in front of this mirror. And when you stand in front of a mirror, it causes a reflection to go behind you, and then it's like a girl standing behind you, and... Okay. Then she came up behind me and said, Ayumi... Oh, it's Yoko. Ayumi, I need you... I have no idea what her voice sounds like. I need you... Mr. Nick. Ayumi, look, I need to tell you something about the girl who stands behind. She really might be standing behind you. Dun dun dun. Whoa, it's like Yoko was... It's like she was telling you she was the girl who stands behind. And that's all Yoko said. What was she trying to tell me? It's quiet here. There's a mirror in the corner. I know this because I have already examined this. The girl of legend. The girl who stands behind is standing behind me. What is she trying to tell me? What did she mean? I'm scared. Faculty meeting seems to be over.
Do you think it was a threat, like she's saying she's next or something?
I don't know, maybe. I feel like we still don't know anything.
I know! They're like repeating the same stuff over and over.
Excuse me. No, Mr. Blake. I've just gotten back from a meeting.
Mr. Blake.
Mr. Blake. Mr. Blake. Okay. About Yoko. Was this the student who came here? Girl of Legend. That's a frightening story.
Voice for one of the characters.
Huh?
You need to do Tristan's voice for one of the characters.
I know. A frightening story. Alright, let's talk about Tazaki. You'll know about that guy. He's the janitor. His bark is worse than his bite. What do you know? I wanted to tell you something. What is it? But I can't remember. I think it was rather important. Something about murder or something. This student came here. Okay, I already did that. Real legend. Frightening story. Oh, I probably have to be like, what do you know? What did you forget? What was it? Oh yeah, I probably have to keep pressing that. What was it? Okay, nope.
Maybe you have to switch back and forth?
Before he was a janitor, Mr. Tazaki was a plasterer. You can see how he plastered that one wall weirdly.
I knew it. His altar girl fandom is behind the wall, and that's why he was nervous.
Yep. You know, the people who plaster walls. Could it be that the wall panel from the old school building was... No. That
Blake.
wall?
I bet you could say he was a master plaster.
For some reason I knew you were going to say that.
Master plaster.
Master blast.
Master plastering.
That wall? Did it...
Plasting.
What?
He's master plasting, Blake, everywhere.
Oh, master plaster. He's ashamed of his master plasting. It wasn't so masterful after all.
Oh
Alright.
no.
No, that's well, good eye. Yes, that was Mr. Tazaki's work. When the wall crumbled years ago, he fixed it. Fine craftsmanship indeed, other than you can tell.
Yeah. So good that even a layman can tell.
Yeah, he's like, oh, you noticed that crappy wall? Yeah, it's great work, isn't it? Well, it seems to be around 60. Let me think, I guess. If I show Komada the class ID, I can find out if it was Yoko who came here. I just got rid of it. Is it Yumi still around? I have to go back and get it, but she's gonna be gone from the mirror. Excuse me for a moment. Because she went to the secret room behind the mirror.
Watch her be dead.
Oh no, she's right there.
The janitor did it.
Yumi, what's wrong? Could I hold on to that class ID for a little longer? Oh, sure, you can have it. Thanks. Alright, bye.
Did you just give it to her?
Oh, the time, yeah, and then I was like, let me go get it back. I
I
gotta
want you to have this. Just kidding.
Yeah, thanks for elongating the time that this game takes, because I had to give you a thing and then come back for it immediately.
I feel like this is filler.
I gotta go home. Goodbye, Lieutenant. Okay, be safe.
So we learned nothing else, right? Like,
Not early yet. Where did you go? I'm sorry to keep you waiting. I just had to get you this ID. Who is this? Oh, it's that girl. Really? Yes. I remember her face very well. She seemed so desperate to hear the story that it was a bit disturbing.
she did it.
Why was she so curious about the girl who stands behind? So Yoko really was investigating the girl who stands behind. But I still don't see the connection between this and the case yet.
Bet I Yumi did it.
Bruh, I don't know either. Can we like make some sort of progress before I go to bed tonight? My gosh. About Yoko. No mistaking it, she's the one. The girl stands behind. First Yoko Kojima, now you. What's with everyone asking about the girl who stands behind? Because it's the name.
I'm tired of people repeating the same thing over and over. Gah!
It's the name of the game, bruh.
We get it.
No, yes, I remember now. What is it? After I told you about that missing person case yesterday, I looked into it a little bit more. And I found out that the girl who's named Shinobu Asakawa, she was the one in class 1A at the time. That's the girl who went missing, I guess.
Yes.
Shinobu Asakawa? Shinobu. I don't remember much of her as a student, unfortunately. But rumor has it, she might have been involved in an incident of some sort. An incident? Anyhow, please excuse me, but it's getting late and I need to go home. Farewell, Mr. Blake.
He did it.
And I'll see you tomorrow when we walk around and talk about the same stuff with new students and make zero progress. And then I'll tell you... about this incident. Yes, thanks so much. You can tell me now? Okay, bye. Alright, let's go back to Utsugi and be like, let's talk about things that I went over today. And then it'll be like chapter 3, talking to Artman, part 3.
Pretty much.
I'm back. Good work, Lieutenant. Well, you don't know what I did yet.
I know.
Alright, he's gonna be like, the first thing we do is speculate.
No evidence. Good work, Lieutenant.
For whatever reason, Yoko Kojima was looking into the girl who stands behind. Did you understand that yet, Katie? Do you know that she was looking into the girl who stands behind yet? Have we established that?
I guess I'm kind of getting an idea of it. Can you repeat it another 15 times? I'm still a little fuzzy and unclear.
So the person who we've been investigating this whole time is investigating somebody who... The name of the title of the game that she was investigating was the title of the game.
What's the title of the game, Blake? I need to hear it another...
The girl who stands behind.
Oh, okay. Just wanted to make sure. Thank you for clarifying.
Yeah, in case you didn't know, there's a girl and she stands behind something. Okay.
Ah, okay. Yeah, I wasn't sure. I thought she was standing in front of something, but I mean, it's hard to, get things straight in your head sometimes. Yeah. So.
And likely at the root of the rumor is the girl who suddenly disappeared 15 years ago. Her name was Shinobu Asakawa, a student from Utsumichi High School. Something must have happened to her, but does this have anything to do with Yoko's murder case?
We don't know, because no one will tell us anything relevant. That's new. Yeah!
Alright, let's talk to Broseph. Use the facts to formulate a theory. That's the foundation of investigation. Use the foundation, blah blah. Let's think. I wonder what the janitor Tazaki was worried about when we spoke. How's the investigation going? Hard to say, Detective. How about your case? So far, I've just received the synopsis of what happened. 15 years ago, Geniro Kaneda, a local bar owner, was murdered. Genjiro? But okay, so like, they're telling us this dude's name because of course it's relevant to whatever I'm doing.
Well, wasn't there another Komeda or something?
Kaneda?
Yeah. Komeda?
Maybe.
Or is that the same one?
I don't think so. I don't think it's the same one. Back then? Huh?
Are they related?
I don't know. I can't remember somebody else named Kaneda because all the names are... I don't know.
Yeah, there was something because I was like, is it Komeda or like Komaeda?
No, it was like Komoda, right?
Oh. I don't heckin' remember. They all sound the same to me.
Back then, the police had a likely suspect. But several days later, he was discovered dead from an apparent suicide. So we don't know most of the facts at all. Do you have any clues? Yes, when the crime occurred, it seemed there was someone else at the scene. First year at Utsumishi High School at the time. Her name was Shinobu Asakawa. Whoa, that girl's been missing since then, right? Yes, how did you know? I knew they were connected. Detective Utsugi, these two cases might be related. Lieutenant, go to the police department immediately and ask about the Kaneda case. Right away, Detective. I'm off to the police to try and find information that doesn't really directly relate to the lady dying yet. Chapter 3. Talking to Artman, Part 3.
I knew you were gonna say that.
Yeah. Police station. It's late, but the police department is still bustling with people working away.
And repeating themselves over and over. About the woman who stands in front.
Oh no, she stands in front.
Oh, Blake, have you heard about the woman who stands beside?
Oh no, not the woman who stands beside. Have you heard about the ghost that stands inside the shell?
Oh no, not the ghost that stands inside the shell. Have you heard about the ghost that likes to walk on the beach and collecting seashells?
I've heard of a ghost that likes long walks on the beach. I've seen it in the ghost's dating profile a long time ago.
Was she a farmer and farmers only got ghost?
Yeah, she actually was, and she ghosted me, in fact.
Oh.
She ghosts everybody.
That was a good one. So came around full circle.
I know. I don't know where that was going, but it was pretty funny the way it ended.
I know. That was great.
It should be like a stupid clip.
That should be. I don't know how to make them though.
I don't know either. I know like watchers can do it, and there's probably a way for me to do it too. I don't think I can really do it while I'm streaming though.
Darn it. Maybe afterwards.
Yeah. Hey kid. Hey kid, you can't just wait, no. We gotta give her a voice. Hey kid, you can't just hang out here. What brings you in? She's Larry Butts.
Larry Butts.
Call/engage? Wow, you can get engaged to her, huh? You just met. Alright. Let's talk
I
to
think
her.
you mean like engage in conversation.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Excuse me. So what brings you in today? I'm Lieutenant Blake, an assistant at Utsugi Detective Agency. Oh, you're the, yeah, Detective Utsugi told us. You're here about Genjiro Kaneda, right? Oh, I'll let the lead investigator know you're here. Please wait. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey there. Sorry to make you wait. Oh, you're the assistant from Detective Utsugi's place. I'm Maruyama. I'm Maruyama. Roman Detective Investigation Division 1. Nice to meet you.
Thanks for speaking with me. I'm Lieutenant Blake from Utsugi Detective Agency.
If I remember correctly, you're the one at the scene when Yoko Kojima's body was discovered as well. Alright, enough chit-chat. Let's get down to business to defeat the Huns.
Can't just give me the line, let's get down to business.
I know. That's all I can hear now anyway.
There you go, sir. I just serve drinks. I'm not a real officer. 'Cause I'm a woman in the 80s, I guess. I don't know.
She's an intern.
Yeah, I guess. Thank you.
So she doesn't get paid to give drinks. Got it.
Oof. Oof.
I know.
I like those stereotypical teacup things.
Yeah.
Alright, let's talk. About the Kaneda case.
So you want to hear more about Genjiro Kaneda's murder case? I'll tell you everything we got so far.
Because that's not confidential or disclosed information whatsoever that you're telling a teenage kid.
Thanks. Well, it's like an old case. That's fine. It's almost statute of limitations. Doesn't matter. I'm telling you about Genjiro.
Soon after Genjiro Kaneda moved up here in February, 15 years ago, he opened up a bar. Later that same year, on November 10th, around 9 p.m., he was murdered in his home.
Hey, look, it's the same date and time as the other murder or whatever.
Relevant.
Let's talk about the bar.
The bar wasn't part of the crime scene because Genjiro was killed in his home, which is a different location than a bar. They're not the same. He doesn't live in the bar. Genjiro was stabbed multiple times with a sharp weapon, causing him to bleed to death. Based on the way he was killed, we concluded that the killer was someone who strongly resented Genjiro, like a girl who stood behind him.
Or beside him.
Or beside him, or in a shell, or long walks on the beach. You know the rant. I think. Are Yoko Kojima's case and Shinobu Asakawa's disappearance connected? Talk about Genjiro. Do you know of anything Genjiro Kaneda might have done to make someone resent him?
Genjiro Kaneda posed him as a barkeep by day, but was a ruthless scoundrel by night. He would lend money to people and charge them a horrible interest rate when he collected.
So he was that red guy from Ace Attorney that that pretended to be Phoenix.
Yeah.
On top of that, he was a fraudster. Many fell victim to his cunning schemes.
Alright, fraudster. But if there are so many victims, why didn't the police investigate him?
Well, he covered his tracks. We didn't have much to go off until people spoke up. And just as enough victims came forward, we started building a case. He was murdered.
So Genjiro Kaneda was not well liked, to put it mildly.
Exactly. We had a long list of potential suspects who had enough motive to kill him and to top it all off. To this day, we have yet to find the murder weapon.
I bet the murderers were the sisters who stand around.
Yeah, he was stabbed by the girl who stands behind the murder weapon, which is some sort of ghost weapon or something. And that's why they couldn't find it, because it's a ghost weapon.
Yeah. He didn't have a ghost
of a chance.
Genjiro had a son, Gozaburo Kaiba, who was 16 years old at the time.
Alright, let's talk about Goro Zaburo.
When his father passed, Goro inherited a fortune.
Wait, are you sure he's not Seto?
Yeah, what the heck?
To work this day, he lives off of that money without having to work. Even before the incident, Goro didn't go to school. He just fooled around and visited Genjiro's bar. Goro's 31 years old now, and he's probably still living like a king. What a life.
Oh.
What?
I knew it.
What?
The teacher's 31, isn't he?
I thought that was a police officer. Or was he 30?
Oh, you might be right. The detective was 30, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I thought the teacher was also there. Like, he's like around 30. The guy who I was like, it's him. It was him.
Wait a minute, but this would have just happened recently, though, right? Aren't they talking about 15 years ago or something?
So they said, like, 15 years ago, this dude was dead, right?
Mm-hmm.
The bar owner guy or whatever died. He was like some scoundrel, and then he had a son who is like inherited some huge fortune from the scoundrel guy, which doesn't make sense because he was just like a barkeep, but whatever.
And he says he's in his 30s now?
And now he's in his 30s, and the guy's like, yeah, we don't know, but he's probably just rich, and because he inherited a bunch of money, and he's just like chilling somewhere. So I'm like wondering if he's like, the teacher came back, and he got like revenge on that girl because like her ancestor probably did something to like his dad or...
Oh.
Yeah, like...
You just solved the entire thing. My
yeah,
gosh.
because like her dad or something killed his dad, and then he became a teacher so that he could Something like that. That's my guess.
That sounds quite logical. I wouldn't be surprised if that were the case, and I think you might have just solved it in way under the amount of time it takes to play this game. So,
Well, we'll see.
we'll see. Let's keep that in mind.
Let's talk about Goro.
He's probably still living lavishly.
Let's think. Need to talk to him. Okay, so he's got more stuff to tell me. Alright. You've been the most useful person so far in terms of moving the story forward. Talk about Genjiro.
He had a son named Gozabaru Kaiba.
Alright, let's see. The bar. Let's talk about the bar.
Back then, Genjiro's bar was a hangout spot for the town's delinquents and hoodlums. A group of girls got to know Goro at the bar and later on began hanging out at his house.
Uh-oh. A group of girls that could stand near him.
Uh-oh.
It's not looking good.
Most of the girls were students at Utsumishi High School.
Well, there's a connection.
Yep.
That's because one of the girls was particularly close to Goro. Goro Kaneda was a student at Utsumishi High School.
It was the girl that disappeared.
Yep.
Seems that she often invited her friends to go over there after school.
And it was whatever the name of the girl was. I don't remember.
On the night of the Moira, 3 girls made plans to go with Goro and were waiting in front of his place. But Goro never showed up. 2 of the girls got tired of waiting and left. But one stayed behind.
Stayed behind? Oh no.
Maybe that's where the rumor comes from.
Yeah.
Saying she'd hang out a bit longer.
And that was Shinobu Asakawa?
Correct. The girls left right before 9 p.m., leaving Shinobu Asakawa alone when the crime was committed.
And then she disappeared. And
Yep,
then-
that's why they call her the girl who stands behind, because she was left behind, kind of. Like,
Yep.
she stood behind, so.
we also haven't, like, met her either.
Well, isn't she dead?
No, she disappears.
Yeah, but it's presumed that she's dead.
Yeah, well, they're like, yeah, we think she's probably dead. Like, that's what they said, but I'm assuming she's actually alive and somehow connected to this case, but we haven't also met any, like, adult women. We've only met, like, schoolgirls.
I bet she's the intern all along.
She's the intern! Yeah, because that's, like, the only one.
That night, she mysteriously disappeared. Was she somehow linked to the Moira? We have no clues as to where she may have gone. Honestly, my gut tells me Shinobu Asakawa is dead.
Yeah, like we were saying, they think she's dead, but they don't know.
Why? Forensics found some type AB blood around 10 meters from the house, which matches Shinobu Asakawa's blood type.
They had better blood tests back then? Maybe they didn't. Around 1970.
I don't know. DNA testing was relatively new.
Yeah, I don't know when it started becoming a thing that the police could rely on for, like, court cases and evidence and stuff.
That's why I'm saying, well, maybe this game was updated somehow?
Well, no, it sounds like they didn't have that. Because he was like, oh, they had the same blood type, but he didn't say, like, the DNA matched.
Well, how do they know about the blood type then?
Because they could probably test blood type, but not DNA at that point.
Hmm.
Because they've known blood type for a long time, right? Like, especially Japan. Japan's always big about, like, blood types or whatever.
Yeah, they use blood types as like a type of horoscope and matching up sort of a thing.
Yeah, they do.
But, so like, yeah, I mean, people knew about blood types, but I didn't know that you could identify based on blood type back then.
Well, right, but he didn't... They didn't really. They were just like, well, they're the same blood type as each other. But that
Yeah,
isn't...
I'm saying, how would he know? Because, like, wasn't there blood left behind? Is that what he's saying?
Yeah, he was saying there was blood, and it just matched her type, but they don't actually know if it's
But
hers.
how are they able to identify the blood type?
Huh?
How are they able to identify the blood type, like, that they matched?
They probably have some test that tells them.
Mm.
They're both AB or whatever, so... Not exactly strong evidence, but it's something.
Yeah, AB is really rare, too.
Oh, is it? Okay, well, it's better.
My mom has AB blood type. I just don't remember if it's positive or negative. I think it's positive.
How are you doing so far? You keeping up? Why don't you take some time to gather your thoughts?
Yeah, I can think about it. Okay, here's what I got so far. Please let me know if I'm off base. Instruction. In the following text, please enter the name of the oh no. The name of the person who fits. Please choose the name that you think is correct using the stick, and then press A to close. Oh. You're quizzing me on Japanese names, bruh.
I know.
Okay. I'm gonna use all my brain power for this. The night of the crime, Genjiro and Shinobu Asakawa were presented at the Kaneda residence. She was waiting alone for blank to return. She was waiting.
Google it. Just Google it.
Hey, we can see what they look like.
Oh, nice.
She was waiting for Goro.
Goes with Goro Kaiba.
Yeah, she was waiting for Goro. We know that.
Mm-hmm.
She was waiting alone for Goro Kaneda to return. Correct. That's when the Moida came and stabbed. The murderer came and stabbed. That's also Goro. No, not Goro. Genjiro. Right? The bar owner got killed?
Yeah, the man got killed, didn't he? The bar guy?
Yeah. That's when the murderer came and stabbed Genjiro multiple times with a sharp weapon. Exactly. Hearing something, someone rushed to the scene. What? Well, it could only be Yoko and Goro, right?
Wait, Yoko? Yoko wasn't even...
Oh, sorry, Genjiro and Goro. No, sorry. The crap's her name. Shinobu. It could only be Shinobu and Goro.
Mm-hmm.
It's weird that it says 16 at the time, and then for Goro it just says 31.
Whoa!
It's because they don't know. Who the crud rushed to the scene?
I don't know.
The guy's getting stabbed by someone, and then... It could only be Shinobu or Goro. It could only be those two, because they were the only two there.
Are you able to look at the walkthrough and double check?
Let's see. Oh, wrong game. Girl who stands behind. There is not a walkthrough for this one, but there is for the other one.
But there's what?
There's a walkthrough for the other game, but not this one.
What the heck?
Well, let me try one more thing. Nope. There's just for the other one.
Oh no.
That's okay. It's not a big deal. Let's say Goro did it. I don't know. Goro. No, wait.
Goro Kaiba.
Shinobu runs in there to check, and then you never see her again, right? That's what happens?
Yeah.
Hearing
Wait, no,
something.
she
Shinobu. Huh?
I thought she waited and then she was never seen again.
She was waiting for what's-his-face, and then a stabbing occurred, so she ran in. Yep, you've got it.
Thanks.
Genjiro Kaneda was lying there, unconscious and bleeding at the feet of the killer. When the killer saw her face, she tried to run, but Shinobu was caught and abducted. Well, we don't actually know that, but maybe.
Maybe he's the one who did it.
Then, Blank was either injured by the killer or... Goro, I guess, was either injured by... Oh, no, Shinobu was either injured by the killer or... We don't know. Then Shinobu Asuka was either injured by the killer or she was murdered. Great job, Detective Blake. Oh, whoops, I didn't do his voice.
Great job, Detective Blake. Your theory matches exactly what the police thought at the time. I'm impressed. However, back then we had one more theory regarding Shinobu Asakawa.
I'm impressed too. Good job, Blake.
Another theory? Let's talk about this theory. Thank you. I don't know what this theory is, bruh.
I'm not quite sure either.
Genjiro was stabbed multiple times with a sharp weapon, causing him to bleed to death.
Oh, thank you for that. That's not what I was asking about. About Shinobu. What could it be?
That Shinobu Asakawa was the killer. See, she disappeared from the crime scene right after the murder. With this in mind, along with Asakawa still being a minor, we directed the media not to publish her name. And at the school's request, we took extra care in it, gathering information. If there was a kid like you back then, it might have helped us a bunch. Because of the sensitivity of the case, only those who were directly involved know details. That said, there weren't many rumors floating around.
There were many rumors floating around.
But my gut says that Asakawa was murdered by the killer.
My gut says it was murdered by the killer. Let's talk about the bar. It was an ordinary bar. Where all the scoundrels and the young high school girls went, apparently. Without Goro.
Soon after the murder, Goro returned home to find Genjiro's body and quickly reported it to the police.
Okay.
Goro Kaneda returned home right after the murder. On his way there, he was passed by a car.
A car?
It was an ordinary black car. He didn't get a good look at the make or license plate number. Understandable. He didn't know what had happened yet. But there was a good chance that the car was used in the crimes. There was tire marks near the scene of the crime, and they would have needed a car to abduct Asakawa.
I see. By the way, I had heard that the suspect in the case committed suicide.
Oh, you're well informed. Yes, right after the incident. A man named Teruhiko Uchida committed suicide.
Teruhiko Uchida? Talk about Uchida.
Teruhiko Uchida ran a small factory in town, but he lost it after falling victim to Genjiro's fraud. Teruhiko seemed to be an upstanding man, but some say he was a little too nice for his own good. He generously went out of his way to help Genjiro, who had just moved to town. Then his generosity backfired.
So Teruhiko Uchida had a strong motive.
We're going to speak to Teruhiko as a person of interest, but he had gone missing just a few hours before the crime.
So that would... I mean... Yeah, then you'd go find him, right?
Tried to track his movements, but it was too late. A few days later, Teruhiko Uchida's body was found. It's possible that he might have killed Genjiro, then himself, but we don't have any proof. Plus, there were other suspects to consider. The problem was that they all had strong alibis. And now, this year, the case is reaching its statute of limitation. So that's the general summary of the Genjiro Kaneda murder case. We don't have any more information. Even if you ask again, I don't have anything new to tell you. I can talk again if you really want, but you don't need me to, right? You got it all down in your notes.
Please repeat the whole thing again. No, I have it all in notes. I got it. Thank you very much.
Welcome. Detective Utsugi was smart to hire such a reliable assistant like you. Good luck, Lieutenant.
Even he calls me a lieutenant. I generally understand the incident that Shinobu Asakawa was implicated in. I should get back to the office to process everything.
What's wrong? You seem lost in thought all of a sudden. Wait a minute. You aren't looking into that Yoko Kojima case, the girl who was murdered the other day. Do you think there's some connection between that case and the Genjiro Kaneda case?
Yoko Kojima was looking into a rumor at Utsumichi High School. It's about the girl who stands behind, a ghost. There's a chance that the rumor came about after Shinobu Asakawa's disappearance.
A ghost? That's quite interesting. I'd love to hear about that too. But sadly, we don't have much time. Maybe next time.
Everybody says maybe next time. Nobody can talk for more than 5 minutes.
I know.
Alright, let's go to Utsugi's office. I'll head out now. Thank you very much for your help.
Sure, get back safe. Say hi to Detective Utsugi for me.
Okay, I'll think about it. Utsugi Detective Agency. I'm back. Oh, Detective Utsugi isn't around. He seems to have gone out. Let's take his stuff when he's not looking.
What the heck? Like,
Facts first. Alright, let's speculate. And then it'll tell us about the girl who stands behind again.
going from lieutenant to smooth criminal.
Shinobu Asakawa seems to have been implicated in the Kaneda case. Theory is that Shinobu's murder likely led to the rumor about the girl who stands behind. 15 years later, Kaneda's killer and Shinobu's whereabouts are still shrouded in mystery. Teruhiko Uchida, who was a strong suspect for the case, committed suicide. Was he the killer after all? I'm just gonna say this now. If they introduce one more person to this case, I'm gonna like reach critical mass and I'm gonna lose track of everything.
I mean, I'm already pretty lost with the names. It's hard to keep them straight.
Yeah, it is. Wait a minute, a second. While Yoko was looking into the mirror about the rumor about the girl who stands behind, she might have come across the Kaneda case.
Why can't they just say a rumor about the ghost story? Just like shorten it, because they say the same thing each time.
They literally, yeah, the whole phrase every time.
Redundancy.
As she continued to investigate, it's possible she found key information about the killer. And if the true identity of the killer ended up being someone other than Uchida, did the killer also... Yeah, it was the teacher. Bro, I'm telling you, it's the teacher.
Do they want you to find this out, like, early?
No, I think that's my guess. I mean, it might not be the teacher, but...
Well, you guessed it pretty early on. And then it seems to have been confirmed, so...
Well, we don't... It still could be somebody else.
I know, but, like, they're giving hints to it is what I'm saying. Like,
it's possible.
my initial thought was maybe it was a, what's it called? Like, maybe a cheating sort of a thing, and he didn't want to get found out, or he was having a relationship with a student that, like... You know, either way, whether it's cheating with his wife or partner, or whether or not... Like, it's still a student, right? So I thought maybe it had something to do with that, but then you talked about how it was his ancestor, and maybe that's what happened. And I'm like, that seems more plausible. So...
Yeah, I think, like, even if it's not him, he probably knows something, and so he's, like, afraid of stuff getting out or something.
Yeah.
Like, he's that guy. He's the bar guy. He's totally the bar guy's son, I swear. Okay. But to prove this theory, I need to confirm that Yoko knew about the Kaneda case.
But why would he want to be a teacher if he's already that rich?
Remember I said to, like, maybe get close to the person who's maybe like an ancestor or...
Right, but like she wasn't even born yet 15 years ago, right?
Yeah, I don't know.
So how would he know that she would go to the school?
I don't know. Maybe he was just being teacher. He was bored. He's an English teacher, so he's teaching people that American language. School's about to get out. Guess I'll go speak to more people. Might be able to find a clue that tells me whether Yoko knew about the Kaneda case or not. Let me save. Speculate. Think. Travel. Let's go to the school. Chapter 4. The Girl Who Stands Behind.
Yeah! I will scream.
What's the name of the other game? The Missing Heir? I swear if they say The Missing Heir like 500 times, I'm gonna lose it.
They will. Oh, believe me, boys. They will.
They call her the Missing Heir. The Missing Heir. The Missing Heir. The Missing Heir. Looks like some students are participating in club activities. I should try talking to them.
Have you heard about the girl who stands behind?
I'm not even joking. That's gonna be on the list of things for me to talk about. Excuse me, may I speak with you for a moment? Oh, a man turned this way. Is he the supervising teacher? With you, little Mr. Detective who's been hanging around the school these days. Who's he calling little? It was him. Okay.
Hey, stop making fun of me.
I'm not. Let's ask about the girl who stands behind.
I am going to jump off of a cliff.
Such a horrifying story. I don't want to believe that it's real, but I do. Adults believe it too, then. How old are you? Are you 31? Who would murder her? Oh, duh. That's what you're investigating. The Kaneda case. What's that? It's a murder that occurred in this town 15 years ago. Have you ever heard of it? Oh, wow. That's sad, but I wouldn't know. How come you're not giving me your name? You're suspicious. What do you know? I'm just not sure it's a good idea to say anymore. Here's Yoko's ID. So tragic. Why did she have to be killed? Let's look at the girls over here. This looks like the tennis club. This is the most gumshoe looking guy yet.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh, you want to talk to me? I'm honored. I don't know what to talk to you about. You don't seem to know anything.
Sorry, pal.
I'm not sure it's a good idea to say anymore. Too long ago, I wouldn't know, but Mr. Komada might. For the Kaneda case. Horrifying story. Talk about Yoko. So tragic. Mr. Komada will probably know. What do you want me to do with this dude? Possible that Komada could know about the Kaneda case. Yoko might have thought so too and gone to ask him. Oh, so this guy has nothing to do with anything. Bye. Excuse me. Komada doesn't seem to be around. There's a student over there. Maybe she's in the art club. Excuse me, art club girl. Oops. I mean say Komada. I meant to say art club girl. Hey there, you got a moment? I'm in the middle of painting right now. Don't talk to me. I pissed her off. Let's talk to her again. Hello? Shut up and go away? She's very focused on her painting. Let's keep bugging her. Shut up, go away. Okay.
Urusai.
It's this poster. It's a poster for the school sketch competition. It says Komada's the judge. It's bright outside. There's plenty of time to talk to people. Let's look at this plaster painting. It's a sculpture for a sketch practice. Plaster figure. Did the plaster man do that?
Plaster man.
Sketches. This is a sketch. It's pretty good. Here's a portrait. It's a portrait. Was it made by a student?
He's master plasting at the moment.
He's busy master plasting.
There you go.
Let's look at the easel. An art club student is painting. She might be doing her club activity alone. What an amazing painting. The colors are exquisite. Now she wants to talk to me. Yeah, well, I just had to butter her up a little bit. Thanks. I see you have an eye for talent. Can I help you? Where's Mr. Komada? He's gone off somewhere? So, like, you want to talk about art? What about Yoko? I feel so sorry for Yoko.
And that's my painting.
Yeah, I know. Let's talk about the girl of legend.
No.
I'm really bad at that stuff, so don't ask me that again or ever say the name. Ever.
Yes.
Please.
Pretty much that.
Let's talk about Komada. He should be somewhere in the school. He said he was coming back? Good, he hasn't left then. Talk about the Kaneda case, as if she would know anything about that.
A random 15-year-old girl who's into art and not detective stuff.
What's that? It's a murder that occurred in this town 15 years ago. Have you ever heard of it? That's around the time I was born in Paris. I'm half French. Can you tell by my face? It's beautiful. Am I right? So I have no idea. She did say that, except for the "it's beautiful" thing. But they know. Art is an explosion. That's
an expression.
That's an old saying. No, she says is an explosion.
I think she means expression though.
Maybe, yeah. That's an old saying. I heard that there's an artist who used to tell that joke. Do you know of him?
Wait, art is an explosion is an old saying?
I don't think it was meant to be a joke. Yeah, I don't know what they were trying to say there. Maybe it's a Japanese thing.
I didn't know it was an old saying.
Maybe it's an old Japanese thing. I don't know. How sad. Think. The only people around here who probably know about the Canada case were people who were around at the time, so I want to confirm if Yoko knew about the Canada case. I should probably visit her house first. Oh, so now I just go visit her house. So you're useless, lady. Bye. Yoko Kojima's house.
Maybe the mother is the ancestor too?
Yeah. Excuse me. Who is it? It's Lieutenant Blake from Mitsuki Detective Agency.
And from Twitch.
Who? Oh, just a second. Oh, sorry for coming over unannounced. Well, is there something we want to know? We want to know about Yoko and the Canada case. There's nothing else I can tell you. What's that? What about the Canada case? What is that about? It's a murder case that occurred 15 years ago. Nani? Why are we talking about something from 15 years ago? Oh, okay, she just says the same thing. Let's talk about what you know. I've told you everything I can. Let's talk about the Girl of Legend. What is that about? What does that have to do with my daughter? Think. I have nothing to think about. Let's look around the room. I've looked around the room a bunch of times. Let's look at the surroundings. I shouldn't be staring at things. I'll be careful. Nothing else I can tell you. I'm gonna run through the options real quick. Oh, there we go. There's a chance this case is deeply connected to Yoko's case. Does any of this sound familiar? Bruh. Stop not talking to me, lady. I'll go and check Yoko's room for any clues. Stay here. I'll be right back. I couldn't find anything, but I brought her bag. Feel free to take a look through it. Thank you. It's Yoko's bag. Please go ahead and look through the bag. I'm sure she would want you to. Okay, thank you very much. There are textbooks inside the bag. Oh, and several notebooks too. Let's take the notebook. It'll have a phone number in it, and we can use it to call somebody or something. Take a look at the notebook. Examine the notebook. Nothing seems to stand out in here. Oh, that wasn't useful. What? Examine the notebook again. Examine the bag again. There's another notebook. Let's take the other notebook. I will check this one. Let's look in the notebook. Nothing seems to be. Let's take another notebook.
How many notebooks does she have?
There's another notebook. Let's take the notebook.
Like,
She has 2 more notebooks, it looks like. There we go. Oh, wow. Newspaper clippings regarding the Kaneda case are pasted all over the pages. I was right. Yoko was looking into the Kaneda case. Just as I thought. Yoko was investigating the Kaneda case. Detective Utsugi is investigating the Kaneda case. I should do more questioning at Utsumushi High School. I just need to find a clue that links the 2 cases. Back to the school we go. Thank you very much, Mrs. Kojima. With your help, I found a valuable clue. I also thought I heard him say mom in Japanese.
Okasa?
Yeah.
Okasa?
I thought I heard him say Okasa. Like, thank you, mom. Thank you very much, Mr. Blake. Please find the killer quickly. I will. Tennis club's still here. I don't have anything to talk to you about, dude. I think I gotta go to the art room and see if Mr. What's-It is there. Has Mr. Kamada returned? Not yet. I should probably go to bed.
Yeah, it's late o'clock.
I gotta go to work in the morning. Hey! We found out a whole bunch about how, like, there's a girl and where she stands, etc. But I actually did get some interesting information, thankfully. About
It
like,
was not.
huh?
It wasn't all for naught. We started a nice game, and we got some more info.
Yeah, we got some information about like the Kaneda case and how like she was looking into that case and then she winds up dead. So like clearly the people who were connected to that case are still around somewhere, and
We probably unwittingly solved the freaking game early on.
yeah.
You know, I guess it's one thing to find out, right?
Yeah, we'll see if we figured it out before we got there. And then that would make me the Ace Attorney Pet Detective. Or whatever. Ace Ventura Pet Attorney.
That's funny.
Alright, so I will end the stream here. Thanks for watching. I hope you all enjoyed the nonsense and the moving forward of the story, and we'll pick it up whenever the heck I actually have time to do it. Maybe next weekend, maybe a couple weeks, who knows. Hopefully not more than like a month like it was last time since I streamed. So I'll see you then. Bye bye.
Bye bye.